welcome in, and how's the weather? For tonight's forecast, looking like a bit of rain and definitely some gunfire with it. We're hitting a hot one off with NXG Red as they take on Team Foolish. It's the quarterfinals of GPL, and it is looking like it's going to lock in to be a banger of a series. As the map pool tonight, it's going to be stumping me off this first one, I can't lie to you. Starting it out, of course, Fortress. Oh my god, I have yet to do this map, and I'm getting a little bit nervous too. Following that in will be Nighthaven Labs and Chalet to be the cap of the night if we make it that far. There's a lot of bets placed around the community about which team is going to move on, which team's going to go home. Right now, I believe a lot of people are pulling favor towards that NXG squad. However, one thing you always got to give to Foolish in that roster they bring of Roddy, Obsessin, Flexo, Gale, and Hinidi, they can usually gun out and stick together with some good synergy. But I'm still going to give some love here to NXG. I'm hoping to see that stack lock it in. I mean, it's the Palpatine stack. Y'all have heard of it at some point, right? Either way, this one is shooting to be a good one. You get it? That's on me. But the players are ready to rock, and we're getting ready to dive it in now. The first cast of Fortress, here we go. I'm hoping for some fun. Oh, maybe they're not. Hold on, a little bit of technical difficulties. I'm shooting the gun here. I'm excited. I am wanting to do this map. I am prepped out and ready. This one's got me psyched up. I think first time I've ever been actually scared of a map besides when Lair became a thing. Because, I mean, it's a newly reworked map. It's a classic, of course, but it's a classic that got left in the dust for so long that when the rework hit, it felt all new to players like myself who don't play it through the ranked pool, who don't play through the pool where that map is at. Give me Villa. I know the comms. I remember that map. We wrote strats, but you give me Fortress? Man, I gotta tell you one thing. I didn't even play this map when it released, let alone when it re-released. So, hoping for a lot of it. What I did see, though, is it is a map that is key on power positioning. So with that being said, expect a lot of long haul holds and a lot of very, very ballsy defenders who just want to lock it down and hold it tight. As I'm saying that, though, the teams are now ready to rock. Let's go hit up Fortress and see if the walls can withstand. That being said, will the walls withstand? Well, that is all up to the defense here, as positioning is key. You can be the best gunner in the world, but when you walk in and you get gunned down, well, there's a lot of different ways and a lot of places to hide. This map lays into the lurker's imagination. How well of a room can you make? It's all up to the power invested in you. I'm really hoping to see some good offsite play. The teams now, as the ban phase comes through, we lose that Mira and we lose that Monty. Honestly, Monty is a GOAT for taking positioning. Mira, oh man, she's just the greatest. So there's really no counteraction to say on that. Now, there's a lot that you can play to get rid of her, but teams right now deciding they don't even want to have to deal with it. Following that in, we do lose the Clash in the Thermite, and boy, that one is a pain. That Thermite, best wall breacher in the game. It bumped him up to 3 charges. We've seen him played every opportunity that they've given. And honestly, his ban rate after that, there has been many opportunities for a good Thermite player. Clash, just the mother of all annoyance, of course. You're never going to not see her on board. Just turn this down a little bit as I'm being deafened by these shotgun blasts. And it will be starting up here in that command office setup. Now, I mean, I don't know the map that well. Like, I'm going to keep referring to that. But, hey, a good bathroom hold. That's pretty much suggestive across all maps, right? See what you can make happen there. As we fly it through, though, it looks like NXG is wasting no time in setting up extensions, wanting to hold across and out on this map. And from what I've seen of the little bit of I've watched it being played, that tends to be a defender favorite. Play it almost like ranked for right now until some solid strategy can be intertwined. The extensions are king, and they are key. It is a good setup across, but, I mean, a lot of these head holes could be used as a counteraction to you. If the attack can get in there and take advantage of it, there's a very good possibility. Now, a blitz on board kind of seals the deal that we're going to see some aggression out of Team Foolish to start things off for map 1. But on top of that, we also have the good old Grim. Everybody loves a good Grim player. Speaking of Grim, how you doing? I know you're watching. And Blitz already getting in, getting active, following the drones through, leads himself almost into a bit of a trap. First headshot goes out onto Roddy as Kinzo fries one, takes him out. And now the Blitz just trying to make some action here for his team, but Palpatine fried damage. Kinzo to find another one on Haniti. And Valk just walks through, gets the safety before Obsessing can pull his Grim Launcher back out and go out for a pick. Down goes your shield. Gale with an aggressive drop finds Kinzo with a down at least, shutting down his reign of terror. But Vertzi right there for a refrag. NXG Red popping off for this round so far. Obsessing now to the 1v4. And we got Palpatine trying to hit him with a quick peek battle, and they swing around coming over from Haniti as the smoke goes long, goes deep. Swing around from Haniti. He wants his kill. He's going to hunt him down for it. Obsession does have the advantage. Got some pings at least, but now he's kind of trapped. Swing, fight, battle right, but no one able to get a pick yet. More of these smoke grenades. As low as Obsession is, that is a honest-to-God dangerous threat to him. C4 pulled out now from Palp, going deep, but Hectic just gonna swing and find it anyway. Good casting voice. You sound like a discount in tarot. Alright, bro. I'll be honest with you. I only sound like this right now because I am sick. But I'm gonna take that as a compliment. Don't call me discount, call me great value. Now as we boot it up into the next one, it's a dormitory games room. Again, I'm still all new to this one. This map is terrifying me. Because I'm learning some new defensive setups. It's not like an old classic like Chalet where I know the setups that we're going to be watching. Or at least I know some of the comms and callouts for what we're going to be seeing. This one, all to me. As we fly over, we learn it. But a Kaid on board, well, you must hate your heart breaches, right? And as we were saying earlier on, the roam game is so pivotal to how you want to play this map that they're going to be locking it down immediately with that vigil. Get him out, get him to play. Vertzi, on the other hand, hopefully going to be holding sight with that DMR, but we have seen a lot of roaming Aroonies lately in the scene, so, I mean, a roaming Aroonie, when in Rome, right? That's a roaming pun if you missed it. To those of you who are new to me streaming, get ready, because I am the most unwitty, unpunny person, but that will never stop me from making puns. NXG are stacking up this defense, though. Everything's being set up, prepped up, ready to rock. A preparation by Palpatine for a possible jump out, but let's flip around and see what else is going on around this map. And so far, I mean, it is slower from the side of Foolish. They're not immediately going in and going for a rush. However, this little death wall here that they have set up, the feed holes, do cause Roddy at least some discomfort because the window is going to be there to play it. The footholes are there. Of course, they're going to be an aggressive angle. And really, he's in no safe position to get through here. But the Flores drone coming in uses a good bit of soft breach. It's a rare utility tool to see, but is a one that I've come to love throughout my competitive time. Vertzi still just holding strong, holding soft. Hectic to find a C4 up onto Flexo. And we see now Obsession slow walk. Dude, this is just a map of slow right now. Nobody's making the aggressive pushes because it's a hard map to get through. Gale sending even more drones in, but Vertzi able to find it before it can get a pick onto him. And everyone else is just a slow, chillaxed movement. Haniti going to be rotating over. It looks like they're going to be trying to push out onto this dormitory side first. And I mean, looking at the defensive setup we got here to deal with, may not be the best idea because Hectic has one heck of an angle. Lays a bunch of damage out onto Roddy. However, Roddy able to swing back, gets something out onto him. Vertzi with a good swing out, finds a pick there on a Roddy. Down goes your Dokkaebi. And one of your best pieces of utility up until this point. However, Grim is still in action. He's sneaking his way up through the old tower side. These green stairs go hard, but Palpatine right there, hidden, locked into position. Here's the foot shuffling and knows what to expect. However, Obsession does have these Grim Bees and is holding the angle like he knows he's there. The continued slow walk, slow peek up. Hectic finding another one on site as the collapse starts to happen. Outswings Obsession. Vertzi to find the pick. Vertzi going for another one. Slams down the ace. That's a flawless defense on the side of NXG Red. So far looking absolutely on fire for this map, as they have limited this side of Team Foolish to only 1 kill so far on this game. NXG Red, they're one of the favorites right now to make it the grand finals, and I mean, the way they're playing this map out so far, kind of expected. I don't know whose map pick it is. I would like to find out that information. If somebody could inform me of it, please. But the guns are drawn. Let's see where these attackers want to spawn.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
So a name we have yet to call so far this map has been Slasher, who's still 0-0-0, but not to mention that Palpatine 0-0-0. Keep it up, we're going to have another Katy Perry banger coming out. And again, everybody's still without death except Kinzel. I mean, that's a stat line in and of itself, right? This defense now kicking it down to the first floor. Bringing a castle on board. The extensions are looking fire. The head holes are looking deadly. And these are some long angles of play that they got to deal with. Looks like Pal prepped himself up a spawn peak. I like it. I love it. And I want more of it. He's got Slasher up here to assist on a roam. Versi also moving upstairs. I think we're going to be seeing a very heavy vertical style hold on a first floor map, which is, I mean, enjoyable, really. It denies a lot of that RAM play. It denies a lot of map intel and location. And right now, it's looking like it is an A positive play for him. However, we got Gale, who just rushes himself through laundry room right below Slasher. That's the play coming forward. Palpatine is getting droned out of his location. Vigil in out. Vertzi's still just chilling up in games, waiting for someone to come in for an aggressive swing. But so far, no one on this attacking team is ready for that. Gale is just trying to cover from below from Hatch. I don't hate the play. I like it, but he's moving over now for the windows of Castle. It looks like that is Hecate over there who's trying to get aggressive on the swing around. Or it's Kinzel. It's one of the two. But either way, Flexo is in. Bottom main stairs right into Palpatine's line of sight. First kill on the board for him. Locking up a good one, too, as you get rid of that Brava who still had drones and utility in pocket. Gale looking to see if he can find a fight. We got Roddy who's going in, going deep, going for a fight. Slasher's right there, picking up his first kill. Vertzi to find Gale. Now we're down to a 2v5 situation, and rounds flying over the head of Hanidi as he's actively trying to hunt down where Slasher's playing. Obsessed is still outside. Again, a swing peek from both of them. He wants to find this kill. He wants to play aggressive for it. Palpatine taking a lot of damage here. Obsession covering the other side. Vertzi to find Obsession, though. Hanidi blinded out and running away for safety. Palpatine just letting that thing spew. Is that Slasher and Hecate going outside? It is, as Palpatine is coming over here for trying to quick peek over on Hanidi. Just laying damage down. Hipfire war, I think. But Kinzo going to go up, find the kill, give a flawless one to NXG Red once again. Team Foolish calling in their tack timeout early on map 1. As we're only 3 down, but we're 3 in the favor of NXG. And I mean, they're frying this scoreboard up right now. Only dropping 1 body in 3 rounds. That has got to be a record, right? I mean, I'm going to keep saying it until somebody confirms it. It's got to be a record. It was 2 rounds. Now it's 3. Just continuing on the flawless setup. We'll see what NXG Red can pull out of here. Oh, excuse me. My voice is just slightly dying, but it don't matter. I mean, not a whole lot to talk about besides the fact that Vertzi is 7-0. I mean, we've seen some insane stat lines before from players, but this one right now is starting to take the cake. I think the best I may have had was like 13-0 by Raid Bullies at one point. But after that tack timeout, falling in with operator bans, it gives Team Foolish a second to maybe calm down, look at their strategy, and rethink the gameplay just a little bit. Bans coming in now. Who do you want to get rid of? Well, the Aruni has been kind of a pain, and that's who they choose. Blitz following that one in, as that Blitz rush can be extremely deadly. Now, sure, it hasn't landed too much on the side of Team Foolish, but NXG knows it's only a matter of time before they really have to worry about it. So, I mean, I'm liking it. Oh, God, excuse me. Once again, while we take this time, watch the round set up and prepare. Gonna give a huge shout out to Surreal, aka Serial, aka Searle, the owner of the GPL. The man has put some absolute stellar matchups in front of us. These whole entire season have been amazing. Following up with one of the, honestly, the best looking playoff brackets I've seen in a very, very long time. So, let's continue on a good reign of terror from this league. I hope to see it rip up and, you know, kind of resurface and reface that kind of T4 bracket. Get some good teams in here. Keep things looking sharp. Good gameplay is key, and right now these guys are not short of delivering.
5 seconds remaining.
We do have a lot more streams coming up, I believe,
Attackers'
this
objective is to
weekend.
locate a bomb and defuse it.
As well as, I think there's one from the double shot that should be up soon. Over on the other side of the board, I believe Outlast Black is going against NXG Black. I'm not sure the outcome of that game, as it is still actively going on. Someone in the chat could keep me informed of their scores. I'll keep everybody else informed. Heckett with a wild off aggressive swing up the main door. Sees one and lets him go. Gets out of there though for safety. Up comes Flexo on that Blackbeard. He's going to be rushing in. But thank God Heckett is a smoke and he's able to secure his own backside for now. Paying out, yelling, hey, they are here, they are here, they are here. The British are coming as Palpatine finds himself a good C4. Tons of damage out, finding Roddy and a almost pick on Hanidi. If you lose your heart breacher this early, things get ugly. Obsession wants to push this with Flexo, but those smokes just make it such an impossible hardstyle push that you really have got to get up and get active with early. Slasher going to be holding down the Renault Tower. Hopefully able to make a good pick out of that, but so far no one's dared to aggress down to him. With first floor control falling in favor of this attack, we do have Pulse getting aggressive as he runs up though. Obsession's able to find his first kill of the round. Down goes Palpatine and down goes one of the best intel operators in this game of Pulse. 4v4 being situated right now. The side of Team Foolish looking like they're going to be coming in here kind of strong. As NXG Red maybe starting to, I don't want to say meme around a little bit, but they're definitely feeling confident in themselves and just having a little bit of fun while they do it. Kenzo loses his Lazami right in front of him and meets a round of damage there from that hard-hitting DMR that Obsession is carrying. Rounds do continue to rip out his way, but no damage going to be found yet. Flexo hopefully going to run up to clear that hall. That should be his job. Get your shield in there. Get up behind him. Hanidi dropping down through Renault Tower now. Able to link back up with his team. Hard breach out. There goes Wall. You got some now free location. I mean, that's all it's about, right? Is territory. Head hole being made, though, right behind Hanidi, as he doesn't want to have to fear the flank. Swing coming out as Kinzo's able to land the hit. Flexo is in with that shield, though. Hopefully going to be able enough to stop their push. Obsession is swinging up. He wants to try and find Kinzel. Kinzel seems to be kind of that linchpin of this operation. They are all forming around him. Slasher to find Flexo, though. Obsession lays a round into Kinzo with that DMR able to pick the kill up. Still, Hanidi is down. They lost their Blackbeard in the fight. Gale is taken out by Slasher. Slasher now up front. Man in front wants to take point and get a pick here, but Vertzi has a strong angle to help out Heckett with a long one over. Slasher back into safety now behind the bomb chassis in a spray fight as Vertzi will find him. Yo, Surreal, I see you in chat. You smell, bro. I take back all the nice things I said. 4-0 right now in the favor of NXG Red, and we're going to see what they can continue cooking up. I mean, a perfect 6-0 sweep is very rare, especially when you're holding them to only 3 kills in so far 4 rounds.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
And I mean, 2 of them came from the same round. It's not like they're getting a pick around and rolling on with it. Team Foolish are being shut down at every opportunity so far. At this point, throw out the strat book, rely on some comfort ops, play a game of ranked like it, and see what you can make happen. So as you know, every dog has its day, every blind mouse finds cheese once. So, I'm hoping to see Team Foolish at least pick up a couple rounds, make this a competitive fight for map 1. Right now, NXG are feeling themselves. They are feeling some momentum as they continue on to play aggressive, setting up even more swing spots. That is what this team has just done so well, is turn this map around into a defender swinging heaven. I mean, it already, just off of layout, looks like it should be very, very much in the defender favor. But I can see a lot of good attacking lanes that just have not been abused yet. And with this being such a new map in rotation, though, I think we're going to see a little while before the attackers actually start to get this thing figured out. It is a hard map to break, but once you start breaking it down and you figure it out, it might honestly fall towards the attacker's side due to these long angles. Flexo in the Renault tower, seeing what he can do. Buckshotty in hand. I mean, they are making a fast clear around the rest of this map. We see there's Obsession out on the outside still, as it's not a very roam-heavy map setup this time. Flexo does breach for bedroom. They do have that wall soft, as they aren't set up very much for it. Hanidi gonna be rocking his way in. They need to start maybe making this aggression a little bit more prevalent, start pushing in quicker. Right now, they're taking a lot of map control, and it's useful to have, but no lines of sight gained as we see Flexo run around the corner. Palpatine's there, obsessing off a quick jump and hot shot to take him down. And suddenly you lose a body in the Goyo. I mean, not much utility in his pockets, but hey, the man has 3 kills, 3 assists, so at least he's laying some damage outwards. Vertsy's still playing some coverage now back here in Dorm, hiding out, rocking out. That's the best play that you can have where he's at. Kinzel with a ripped C4 ready to go up over that briefing room table. But the back end of this attack side, getting behind Kinzel, kind of scares him out of position. We do have Hanidi swinging with that Glass DMR. Attempted swing out from Kinzel, at least to identify, and there goes Hanidi down to Vertsy. Hectic finding one on a Roddy. Obsession is in, finding a good kill there on a Kinzel. Second one up on a Hectic for a 3K in this round. This is what we're waiting on, is Obsession to go demon time. We've seen this man put up some stellar games and some stellar stats way back in the day when I was still casting for Foolish a lot. Hoping to see him pull some more out. A wild swing going to be coming here as Vertsy's holding a very, very dangerous angle out through Dorms. Gives himself some cover to get away, and it's a smart play. He gets back to relative safety. Slasher now retakes the teammate's far angle, though. And in comes Obsession. This dude is aggressive. Shots ringing out. He continues just to walk him down towards Slasher. There's not a whole lot of time left, though. So the util dump's going to have to hit hard. In behind Vertsy, there's a good pick. Now Slasher up into a 1v1 against Gale. No time on board. Swing with a pistol. Slasher finds 2. We see NXG Red go up 5-0 on Team Foolish. I mean, there's a lot being done right on the side of this defense. They are pulling some wild tricks out of the bag here, but the swings are just ballsy. Not slowing down a bit for any of them. Excuse me.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
All right, coming into this one now. Back downstairs, hooking up the kitchen, see what they can make. Do you smell what the Vertsy is cooking?
Discovered the location of a bomb.
Sorry, anybody who missed that, I just sat here and stared at my camera like an idiot because I don't know. I was hitting the rock pose over, shuffling the eyebrows. Either way, Castle is cooking some good strats up here. His barricades are a good key element to a lot of good defenses. Ooh, head holes once again. Far head holes once again. We've seen that earlier on their setup down here. Again, NXG Red is playing this game like a gunfight. They want everybody to swing them. Slasher has still yet to die. 5-0. I think he's looking to make this a flawless game. Roddy, Hanidi, and Flexo still all have been shut out from finding a pick yet. Palpatine looking to cause some havoc here off spawn. Set up for a spawn peek. Here's one go up on rappel. Oh, but he does not go for that swing early on. I thought for sure he would have. Hey, yo, is that whiskey glitter in my chat? Just wait until this map's over and I get back to face cam. I gotta show you something. Renault Tower looking like to be the spawn point of this push. They are hot taking, dropping down fast. Roddy already maybe gonna go for that bottom floor. I wouldn't hate it. Obsession does find a great pickup on a Palpatine, shutting down that alibi. Suddenly, you have no excuse. Round leaning in the favor of Foolish. C4 ripped and out. Almost lands, but not to find much. I believe that actually may have been one of Gale's Flores drones that took it. As I think he deep-pulled that C4. So with the vertical control trying to be gained by this attacking team, a swing out from Hectic gets his head ripped off by Roddy. A good shot there. Flexo down to find Verzi. At least they're picking some good heavy kills up on their team. Slasher does get a good one though. Headshot onto Obsession, the man who's been so far leading the frags for his team. And it's down to Slasher and Kinzel to see what they can make happen here. Slasher again playing like an actual movie horror slasher because he has yet to be taken down. Although I'm pretty sure there's a laundry list of movies where, you know, the slasher style character gets dropped. Either way, he's not looking to be bodied anytime soon. He keeps swinging himself back to sight into relative safety. There are shots up above. Last two defenders holding out for some salvation. A C4 rip from Kinzel as he wants to find Gale here. Slasher just getting rid of that drone economy. Playing the smart play in sight. Kinzel does find a good pickup on the Gale. Re-swing out for Flexo. Spraying, but spraying, and no one hitting any shots. The Hail Mary out. C4 rip. Grip does not land. Roddy does get a pick there as he runs in for another one. Down goes Kinzel. Down goes Slasher. There goes a round. Foolish picks up one. Let's see what else they're able to make here. I mean, that was a good execution from them. They kept a lot of bodies up. Took some good vertical control. Did a good sweep and clear. Now we're going to be watching NXG Red on the attacks. Let's see if they run into those same follies that hurt Foolish throughout most of that round. And I know I'm hanging on words right now. It's because I'm sick and I'm trying to push the word out, but I cannot. Ugh. Get off of being sick at least. Blackbeard to Kaid. Honestly, I'm enjoying the bands. I mean, the Blackbeard's just aggressive. I like it. Followed by Blitz and Mira. Well, I mean, maybe that reads in the fact that we've seen NXG play so aggressive, so fast and in your face. Get rid of those. Maybe slow this attack down a little bit. We're going to be watching a Denari and a Fenrir and a Castle come out. A good trio to buy some time. Gale is still yet to pick, and there's a Tachanka on board. Looks like it might be full time now for good old map 1 Fortress. I mean, again, I'm gonna say I don't know this map enough yet, man. I gotta learn it. It's not ingrained in my brain like the rest of them are. Ugh. So, Denari, the old mathematician, break out the protractor, learn the angle. He has put a lot of high Q setups in so far. A great addition to Team Rainbow. Ducky going, my boy got the castle on lock all solo like. Hey man, it's the way we be rolling. So right now with the Team Foolish setup, Time to Now looks to be their king item. We don't see it anywhere really near as aggressive as what we've seen out of the other side. And there's Palpatine getting that first rip onto Obsessed. I'm actually not sure how he killed him. It may have been a pipe. It was a spray through into a metal pipe, getting that first pick. Down goes your Fenrir and down goes your top frag. Now Roddy left up down here to try and refrag one of his oldest duos. I'm hoping they're able to make some good picks here. That was a great rip-off spawn. Hinidi, though, chilling up tower stairs. They are all spread out. Should be a solid hold defense. Hectic, though, taking off his control. Going to be clearing through. We got kids, though, going for the tower Reno side. And they get the live pings over and out onto, I believe that it's Hinidi. This long angle should favor the attacking team. However, what you're going to notice and run into is the hot drop off this tower may hurt you just a bit. Shots will land to Hinidi. I believe that may have been Palpatine. Slasher getting ready to drop down now. He's watching, holding a long angle onto it. Palp is clearing lobby. Flexo shut down by Verzi, who's now up to 10-2. That's how you're supposed to hold your wheel, folks. Hinidi going to be swinging down now, trying to take control back of main lobby. Hectic, though, chilling right down there, just waiting. He doesn't need to play aggressive. The collapse is coming as there goes Hinidi down now. 2v5 situation with still a minute 20 on the clock. Verzi is shut down from Gale, though long angle out. The Tachanka does reign supreme over top of the Capital, shutting down the top fragger of the NXG squad. Our Kinzo right there to take that kill up on the Roddy. Gale now spraying, praying, hoping to land the shot. Slasher going in for the plant. And Hectic with a long coverage to take Gale down as he tries to jump himself through bathroom. And the round's just raining right around his head as Gale almost head tapped him himself. 6-1 up into match point for NXG. My God, I need a water.
Attackers need to locate
Inform
and
them that the stream is indeed live and you should all come watch. Oh, thanks, Cyril, for the post.
Reloading.
Who is one of your favorites to watch of all time, Glitter? Is it Timid? It's Timid. Timid is the goat. Either way, now we move it in now. Upstairs, holding down. Gonna see what we can make out of this. Games, dorms, hold. Once again, Hanidi this time gonna be the one on Tachanka. We've seen him brought twice now from him for their defenses. I mean, maybe they got some Tachanka blood in them. Either way, as we see NXG up now to match point, now is not a time to follow the bloodline. Now is the time to make the... I can't come up with another rhyme, guys. Either way, match point. Time to shine for this defense. Let's see what Foolish can make. Are they going to fall Jester early on in this map? Well, you can't let them have a 7-1, right? This is quarterfinals. Swinger be swung. Palpatine playing aggressive up to Shisha. Looking, there is the death holes there, of course. Hectic gonna get aggressive in for the laundry. And Vertsy, I think, helping to clear the vertical out from down below. If you make the upstairs push, you do limit yourself to those hallways and stairwells. But the rest of the team is up playing aggressive already. What's up, Gatorbait 9000? Obsessin loads of damage out. Palpatine down. Obsessin gets the reflick. Headshot in out. That's your hard breach. Those feet holes do play Death Wish. And that was a good pick. Hectic, though, to go in. Find a first pick up on the Hanidi, though, for his team. And he is now aggressively Wildman swinging for sight through his own Grimbees. And there is Slasher. You can hear him walking in like the horror villain that he is. Ready and primed to gun out. Rounds ripping over the head of Gale. They need to do something to get this other tower wall open. Kinzal continuing to re-swing over. He had one angle, but not able to find another. And the bees are going deep. Flexo, though, to find Vertsy. Slasher left to one from below. C4 out and hits hard. And that'll be the planter now. Kinzal covering one angle. Obsessive, though, does get the pick. Hectic trying to cover, but he goes down. Hit Slasher's left up. Obsessive for a 4K. Round going in the favor of Team Foolish. He's going to pick up his own ace as he gets a diffuser out. Just like that, Team Foolish are trying to claw their way back in it. On the back of Obsessin, 10-7, looking for some fights, and he's finding everyone he's wanted so far this round. So maybe it just came down to that defensive play. Oh my goodness. My throat is dying.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
But we got a whole weekend of fun and activities planned here. Let me go check the calendar. Well, I say a whole weekend. So far, it's just Friday night. Going to be GPL as we watch Valkyries versus I-Core. That should be another absolute stellar bang-up quarterfinal match. Oh my goodness, I am just so excited for that. And I think Saturday or Sunday is going to be over on the SDS stream. It's going to be Corvus Core as they take on F5, I think. Which again, two teams I've seen F5 quite a few times, but not often enough to remember everything about them. Then Corvus Corps team I have followed through the trenches that I absolutely love. Ain't no way we're glazing timid of all people from Wizard. Oof! Throw some shade. Get the fights going. Either way, this time they're gonna be starting out popping that pipe before it gets a kill early on. I believe it was Roddy, like we seen on that one round. I like it. Yeah, that's learning from mistakes of earlier on, right? Bravo drone going in, and right now there is a lot of utility for her to take, and it is all really good. I mean, those Malusis, those cameras, everything there. Bravo right now should be very good here. Is that a walk up main stairs already from Hectic? Into one, but he is now given away by the fact that his teammate did not take that one Malusi. Kind of trapped in, AK at the ready. Roddy holding defensive. And they have him at least locked in and locked down, but grenades out. Gonna try and swing him out of position. Palpatine coming up on his teammate 6. Gets the headshot or body shot over to Roddy. Now it's all about who can hold what. As the Hanidi goes for the swing, he's taken down to 0-8. Palpatine up to a 2K on this one. 5v3 as the attack looks to end this one early. However, Gale has something to say about it. He's going to take Kinzall down early. Obsessin, ooh, laying down the middle at doorway just to find the drones. A good bait out and bait and switch. Drops back off now to some verge of safety. Flexo continues to roam up and roll forwards. Hitting the smokes out to hopefully take down Hectic, who is currently 1 HP to this. Obsessin is around the other side of that wall getting ready to swing, but what he doesn't know is he's going to have 3 of them to swing into, as this attack is starting to stack. And Gale going over for the late reinforcement. Flexo eats a ton of damage as he continues now to try and retake the ground that they just lost.
Toxic babes are in position.
And again, a tracker now out this time onto the head of the Legion. Calling Slasher the Thermite over. Here comes the wall. And they're going to try and walk him down through here. 3 men stacked up on it. Main wall comes open. Gale was right there to cover. Manages to slip himself out to safety though. Obsessed is still going for the reswings. Flexo trying to take this battle against Palp. Palp is extremely low, but vulnerable. Obsession and Gale do go down though. Verzi to find Gale. Obsession to Slasher. Walked him down like a horror villain. Flexo with a good swing on to Verzi. Palp walks in for the 3K. We see NXG take map 1 in a 7-2 fashion. Now prep it up for map 2, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back in a second. All right, what is up, everybody? We are back, still under a little bit of a temporary break while we are rehosting the lobby and trying to get everybody in. But I am joined by a very special guest for this one real quick. Just between rounds, he wants to come in and talk. Surreal, take it away.
Guys, I hope everyone is well. I have had a very good time this past few weeks with the Summer League and everything, and I am just very excited to watch this cast. And I gotta say, Forrest's doing a fantastic job. He's picked up a lot of the games, and I hope everybody is very grateful for him. And there's not a lot of shouting out that I could do.
Don't shout me out. I don't deserve it. I'm just here having some fun.
No,
You are the legend for
you
playing the
are
league
the
again.
savior
I'm gonna pat
for
you on
this
the back.
league.
I'm patting you on the back. This has been one heck of a league so far, Surreal. You have found some amazing competition to play in it. And all the
I
admin
agree.
work, I've seen what you've been doing in the background, everything. I like it. I enjoy it. I've seen Patch doing some work. Thank you, Patch, for everything amazing you do.
Yeah, shout out Patch. He did our Liquipedia. W guy. Nah,
Alright. So I don't want to hit you with this one because you own the league, but there's
Of
been a
course.
lot of brackets circulating on Twitter right now about this league. Which
Okay.
one do you think is going to be the most accurate to what we've been watching?
I mean, this is a basic answer, but I gotta go with Glitters. I think based off the predictions as well, which I believe we're gonna make into a thing here soon. It's most accurate with what the community has said as well. So I gotta go with Glitters or my own.
What's
but
yours?
I've already missed a couple of games. I got an NXG Red versus Outlast finals.
I could see that. I could see it. And actually, Red is hammering through this bracket. But that's assuming that Outlast... Aren't they playing NXG Black tonight?
That game is over actually.
Oh, it is? Who won?
Outlast beat NXG Black 2-0.
Wow. That's honestly,
Yeah.
I want to say a little bit surprising.
I had it going to a map 3, and I had it being a bit closer.
I was hoping it was
But,
going to go map 3.
Right, but Outlast has got a tough opponent in the next round as I believe F5 will win their game against Corvus Corps. I love the Corvus Corps roster. I'm pretty good friends with a lot of them, but
See, I know Corvus Corps can
F5
lock it
is
down.
a Titan.
F5
I
is a
agree.
Titan.
I agree. They're
So,
my dark horse pick.
What you've
but
been watching so far tonight, though, how you feeling about it?
it's just amazing to watch. Like I've had a lot of fun, and like I used to watch basketball a lot and get really passionate over it, and I have not felt that way until now. Yeah, like I'm over here like jumping out of my seat in joy and like cheering on, you know. It's felt amazing.
All right. Well, hey, I hate to kick you out, Surreal, but the teams are ready to rock. So you're gonna have to hit the bricks, bro. Get the step in.
Will do. You guys have fun. Thank you for.
Yep. We'll see you, Surreal. So yeah, you heard it already, guys. The teams are ready to rock, and we are ready to jump straight into this one. Let me make sure his mic is cut off for now. And as we move it up now, Black Hole. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Why am I bringing up Black Hole? Oh god, I'm thinking of Corvus Corp still. Outlast Black did just win up against the NXG Black roster. So that throws up some predictions here that were already wrong. This map moves to Nighthaven Labs. So far, NXG Red are looking absolutely on fire for this one. And I hate to say it, I'm thinking some things may go wild here. Either way, though, as we say that, the teams are ready to rock. I'm going to hit them with it. I'm ready. And we're going to go see what Nighthaven Labs has to offer. It will be NXG Red starting their defenses. I mean, they played very well on their earlier ones as well, so maybe things may shuffle their way. Jeez, why are you throwing subs out here, Glitter? I don't need those. I don't deserve those. Keep them. Get them out of here. Throw them to someone else. I'm here having some fun. Gaston is ready. So, Nighthaven Labs, it has some flaws, but it is, for the most part, perfect for a competitive map. As we fly through here now and take a good look at it. Well, where it shows and shines so far it is just a great defender sided. But a lot of attacking teams have started to unravel the mystery that came around this map. The angles aren't as aggressive anymore that you see these defenders hold because they know they can be cut off. This is a cut off heavy map if played right. But it does rely a lot into some bunker plays. Now, with that being said, the meta has shifted away from bunkers heavily in the past couple of months. So, I'm expecting maybe this one to lay to the attacker's side. But the way NXG Red has been gunning out so far, cut my vote back out, put it to theirs, put it to that defense. W Hoodie, my goat. Thanks, Glitter. It fits like a glove and it's super soft. Everybody go check out the Siege Double Shot merch shop. Very comfortable. But into this map, because you guys don't care about me, you only care about the game. Team Foolish NXG, we see a Mira and a Kaid ban, following that in with the ace and the thermite, getting the hard breach off board early. Gonna leave it down to very, very little options, right? I mean, Maverick and Hibana? Really? That's all you're gonna leave them with? That's kind of rude. But all the tin can openers still have some beautiful effects. Of course, it's gonna start up here a little bit default for that CC server side hold. Extension into IT, of course, and the rafters being ripped wide open. As the Azami for Kenzo is still on the board. Losing that Mira and that Kaid does suck a little bit. But there's still other counters, and really, how important are the wall denials, right? As most defending teams have started to do and adapt to,
10 seconds left.
is they just accept the wall's gonna be gone.
5 seconds to go.
So I mean, why worry about putting all that utility into it? You're losing a good gadget or a good body up somewhere else. All just to slow down maybe a couple of seconds off a wall push. Kenzo setting up some absolutely stunning barriers. I've never seen one set up there before. At the same time, I mean, I'm not really much of a pro watcher anyway. Because these guys are my pros. No heavy off-site roam, however, we do have the extension into connector playing a bit aggressive. And is that one that I just seen trying to walk down warehouse in Palpatine? It is. As he's walking down there, the drones come out. And there's where the cutoffs usually would come in clutch, but they don't have the bodies in line yet. Instead, we see Kenzo get overly aggressive, found and taken down by Roddy. Swing around as he is aggressively hunting for another one. Palpatine was right there, laying in position and waiting. The traps go out. There's a Nomad to cover, though, and suddenly it's a hard swing to retake, and he loses one of his Fender devices early on. Vertsy, though, able to find Obsession with a great opening pick, and down goes the buck. Your Vert player is out. Through the keyhole, we see Flexo eating a ton of damage off Palpatine, but they've got him pretty much locked in, trapped in. Without any help from his team, he will be stuck here for the rest of the round. That being said, though, they do give him up some space as we see Flexo start to drop back. Now he's going for the window play. Still hard pinged out. Roddy trying to aggress and clear, but they don't have anything to clear out. I believe those mutes. Wall's going to remain shut for IT, making this even harder of a push. Flexo's still looking through that same angle to see what he can find. And there's nobody rotating off to help Palpatine. Pretty much leaving him up to the wolves, but he swings anyway, finds Flexo. A running attempt there from Hanidi takes him down. However, Roddy goes down to Vertsy. Down to a 2v3 this time. We have Team Foolish looking hot in some of these attacks. Able to pick up a couple of bodies, but they're still down by one. In a map so far that is set up to favor this defensive style and setup. Diffuser not in hand as there's only 50 seconds left in the round. And that is the phantom pressure being made now by Hanidi. There's no one over there to actively play it, except maybe Gale if he can make a rotate around. But that noise, that sound, it draws them and lures them away. Makes them now to sit there and watch that camera, but now it's gone. Gosh, I shouldn't even talk, because every time I call it, it happens the opposite way. Hectic swings out, finds one. Gale is there to take him down. Suddenly, it's down to a 1v2 situation. The IT breach glitches, though, and he can't jump through it. And this is going to turn into a quick 15-second gunfight as we see Gale now continue to swing on forward. Slasher going to be laying down, holding down command center behind the desk. We have Vertsy playing off on the crosser angle now. Gale has his back to him. Vertsy finds him from behind. First round goes to NXG Red for map 2. This is quarterfinals. Winning this punches your ticket up to semis. God, Surreal, if you could stop shouting me out, I'd appreciate it. I'm appreciating the love, my man. But gosh, you're making me blush.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Basement of Nighthaven Labs. What a interesting interaction of a place. Very comfortable, but also horrifying if you're not able to maintain that vertical. But the way NXG has been locking in their defenses, I expect a good vert hold that lasts forever. These dudes have been hard to aggressive push out of positioning. They've been locking sight down so far to the best of their abilities. And we have seen Team Foolish... oh, gosh. Sorry, excuse me. Team Foolish struggle with a lot of their attacking plays. So far, their Nighthaven Labs seems to have been a flip around for them as they did pick up a couple earlier kills. They are moving forward, making some good plays. And now, as for this one being a basement defense, we do see Kinzo up in second floor warehouse, Hectic roaming down in that control hallway, and Palpatine going to be roaming around warehouse. This is the main primary style hold for this. Just keep playing aggressive, keep your bodies in motion down here. And I mean, make it hard for them to swing you. But as long as you can maintain this vertical over, it's a very, very easy site to defend. All that being said, Palpatine's setting up to play aggressive now for this top warehouse side. Moves up in now to the suicide hold, makes himself an impact, gets out safely. He's got Kinzo now rotating up to help out. Hanidi, though, with the DMR, threads the needle and hits him in the face. Palp down, there's your Solus, but you just lost your Ram as Kinzo is able to find him and fry him. 4v4, they still don't have too much down here to help with the defense. Slasher, though, looking for that long arm C4 if he can find it. Hectic and Vertzi rocking down on first floor. Kinzo is going to be the one tracked out by Deimos. Deimos looking to run at him, extremely aggressive. And Kinzo just saying, nah, I ain't dealing with this, and running out of there. Mind you, that is just the top floor. You still got to clear these mid-floor guys. And Kinzo, with God on his shoulders, says, I'm going to retake. Let's see if he can make some good swings out of this one. Because I think that they think he left. Like, right now, looking at their playstyle, they're assuming Kinzo left. However, as Kinzo makes his way forward, Roddy hears the footsteps, trading shots back and forth. Pre-fire, War of Doom. But runs back around straight into where I believe that was Gale was, and Roddy does manage to get that pick down to the 3v4. This one favoring Foolish right now. The Demo's still above to play the vertical. Hectic going to be eating a lot of damage off that vert. Left down to an absolute 1 HP, and he is still actively being hunted above. Hanidi, though, does go down. I believe that may have been a vert pick or a C4 up through the floor. And everyone else making their way back down to site. That Kinzo retake did not work out the way he planned. That may have burned them out of this round. Team Foolish hoping to make a statement piece out, I think. But with only 30 seconds left and one singular hard breacher tool in pocket, things make it ugly. A C4 up from Bertzi. Lands, down goes Roddy. Two players extremely low on each, or one player on each side extremely low, two players full HP. A swing up now from Vertzi as he's able to take a slam onto Hanidi. Finds another one almost up onto Gale. Leaves him down to about one shot. Gale hot drops, smokes out. Wants to go for this plant. Trying to provide cover fire with the DMR. Doesn't realize he has diffuser. Obsessing gets Hectic and Gale jumps Slasher. Giving Team Foolish their first round of the map too. Starting this one out already a little bit harder than they started on Fortress. But again, understandable. Fortress is an odd map.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Now we're in here to watch NXG Red, see what they can mix up and mash up and make happen in first floor. This is a good play style of, well, I mean, it's one that you have to have a good mindset for, right? If you've got conflicting minds for this mid-floor control room hold, things will get ugly quick. It is a bit of a challenge, but if you know what you're doing, this is next to unstoppable. And already we see 4 upstairs setting up and prepping up. 5 upstairs now. Oh my god. If we can see a full overhead hold, this would be actually a first for you. Usually you keep at least a body down in sight. Excuse me. All that being said, it will be everybody upstairs holding down, shotguns in hand. Just make that vert and let it work. I'm really just to see what Team Foolish is going to do to attack this now. You have to clear the vert out, right? That's where your main goal has to lie. But in clearing the vert, you're just going to push them all back to sight. So if you don't have a player like Flexo in position to cut off the rotates down, things will land ugly for you. Palpatine does start to move up as Flexo lays the rounds deep up to get rid of that barrier. Honestly, I would not be surprised if we see a palpable swing here. Brody taking damage after damage as that IT wall is opened up. Kinzo is kind of held into a suicide hold here. And Palpatine aggressively pushing forward, trying to find this pick. As Gale moves up, pulls the drone. He's jumped out on his Palp, picks a fast one up onto him. Rounds ripping through the door as Flexo lands a wall bang out. There goes your Warden. Suddenly you're even on live count, but HP favoring your defense. Kinzal is getting burned out of position here by Hanidi, absolutely pinned down and locked in. There's a jump in from Flexo, but he's gotten down by Versi, who's covering his boy. And Hanidi, through the fire and the flames, gets a good pickup on a Kinzal. Still making it 3-3, but Hectic has something to say about that as he wants to find that pick onto Obsessin. Vertsi's still off to another stellar game at 6-1. This NXG red stack is looking terrifying. 2v3 situation up on the boards now for Team Foolish. Roddy has got to get those Deimos traps out. He's got 3 in pocket. But with them being down on life count, I mean, I know I just said you should do it, but let me retract that statement, bring it back, put it in the pocket for later, because they're going to use them as bait. Sure, you may lose Slasher, you may lose Hectic, you may even lose Vertzi. But if you can set up for a swing off of a body, could go good. Roddy now looking for that long angle through. I mean, Hectic almost knows he's there. He's just waiting and praying for that swing to go his way. Vertzi moving up, retaking the vertical with Slasher on side. Roddy's still just chilling outside, and we're going to have Hanidi going for that main warehouse wall. Spreading out this pressure just a little bit. As Roddy comes in, Slasher makes him go down. Hanidi, though, takes into storage, goes in. He's going to be trying for a plant, but the vertical coverage is there, and Hectic just shuts him down anyway. NXG Red pulls round 3 in their favor. Excuse me. I'm still just sitting here looking at the guy who called me a, what was that, a discount in tarot? Yeah, discount in tarot. Like I said, bro, I'll have you know, I'm great value at best. I'm off the scratch and dent section of the discount store. Discount on a discount, if you will. So as we bring up now round 4, I mean, our earlier weather forecast was right. There has been a little bit of rain, possibly a chance of grenades, and an absolute hail of gunfire. I've seen some C4s raining out though. We've seen a couple picks earlier on that, I mean, C4s are one of the best, I think, utilities that you can keep in pocket on the defense. This time we got 2 on board from Hectic and Vertzi. Hopefully we let them things fling and see where they can fly. Now out for Team Foolish, well, dropping it off to Grim, bringing out the Bravo. We're going to be swapping our Blitz over to the Blackbeard. Flexo hopefully going to be pushing aggressive for control of this top warehouse. As really, that's been a pivotal point for the defense. They've relied heavily on that top warehouse setup. This time the Fenrir's going deep. Man. Yeah, throw a second one. As they double them up now for that warehouse walk-in. It's almost like they're saying, we want you to swing this. However, downstairs we do see Flexo and Obsessin maybe trying to make that play through for bottom warehouse side. If you can get that Blackbeard in, you can get his gun up. Put some bodies around him, and things are gonna go your way, usually. But I think with all this drone work being done, we may actually see them trying to aggress upstairs immediately. Kinzo being burned out of position, taking some damage, but still managing to stay up. We have Flexo in a bit of a pinch spot here, as Palpatine is on his back stairs, and Slasher keeps walking up, exposed to the shotgun, lets him know, hey, I'm here and I'm holding. Here's Kinzo with the first pick onto Obsessin. Roddy able to find that one up onto Kinzo. The Blackbeard being forced down and around by Palpatine, but Palpatine goes down. Vertzy there with his DMR, lets it ring, finds one, but gets dropped down by, I believe that may have been Hanidi. Hanidi gets the IT wall open, lets rounds fling through, finds Vertzy, gets his kill that he knocks. Now we're into a 2v3, but C4s and Smoke still on board. This attack now spreading around, seeing where they can find themselves an angle. Gil sending in the line scan, and there's a C4 pickup onto Hanidi. Swing around from Hectic, but he gets punished for it. It's now Slasher into a 1v2. Still has both smoke canisters in pocket. Roddy going for the swing around now from that meeting room side. Loses his head for it. It is now Gale versus Slasher into a 1v1. Slasher backing off for safety. Drone ping out from Gale. Not able to find nothing with it. None left in pocket, but one grenade against two smokes. Slasher does have some advantage here, as Gale also does not have the diffuser as he runs out now to pick it up, losing some very valuable time, giving away some information as he blows out the camera of IT. Grenade ripped, ready to rock, throws it now over for electrical, does not land a Slasher. Slasher moves up now, takes pillar, limits himself on cover. But we see Gale go up for a pixel angle here, does not find it. Slasher swings the other side. NXG goes up 3-1 against Team Foolish. Gotta throw a bit of love out to Tiny Dove and Job to Thin. Thanks for the follows. Wow, we are gaining some this stream and I am enjoying it. An hour in and my voice box is correct. Oh boy.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Oh, a second. Sorry, I just had to answer a text. I know it's very unprofessional of me, but it's kind of important. Coming downstairs now, it is going to be a full vertical extension out of basement. Palpatine up on that Vigil. Hopefully the Vigil is able to get a good roam going. Palpatine currently sitting 2 and 4, looking to add to his KD though. Boost them kills, bro. This is the round for it. Kinzal also up, setting up now server side with that Fenrir, and this is going to be an absolute annoyance for them to push, and he has got to be removed from this position if they want any hope of trying to secure anything down below. Kinzal buying over a minute and a half here, I think is the win call on this round. Without losing his life, if he's able to get out of here after buying time, I mean, unless it's a 1vx clutch for him, I'd consider that a absolute W on their side. A run out, swing from Palp. He's not able to find a body, but they are starting to aggress his top warehouse side now. Drones are coming in. Palp slow walking up. They have live pings up onto Roddy, and down he goes. Not watching his side door, and that's a good swing up from Palp, though. Kinzal eating a ton of damage, though, as they have him drone, and the aggression is there. Flexo has hit him quite a few times. We see Kinzal now dropping off for his life. He goes down. Obsessive finds Vertzy. Down goes Hectic from Gale. Suddenly now it's a 2v4. Slasher and Palp still up. So that they just did not achieve keeping that body upstairs for quite long enough. Now Palpatine, a bit of a rough spot here. Gunned down by Flexo. Slasher left to a 1v4. He's going to have to hack and slash like he's in a horror movie if he wants to bring this one out. I just made that joke 3 times in a row, and I'm sorry. Give me Ghostface and a knife, and Slasher has his chance. Drones are coming in absolutely everywhere. They know exactly where he's at. Got him kind of pinned to rights, but Flexo loses his head over it. A C4 deep for safety, but Slasher not able to find one. Currently up 4-1, but it's a 1v3 for him. He's looking for any advantage he can get to try and even this live count towards him, but there are so many drones up, all being watched right now. They've got the coverage of literally every single angle, and a hot drop now from Gale as he takes Animus side. We got Obsessin on the walk down through cargo room. They're burning out position for him. Obsessin is providing the coverage. Hanidi needs to get into there and plant behind pillar. The planter's starting to go down. Slasher rotating around, trying to find some damage. Not able to find anybody with it. As he moves his way up, he looks for a pick there, but he swings himself straight into the line of sight of Gale, and Team Foolish pull up now. 2-3 still in the favor of NXG, but there's still one more defending round to see what we can make happen. Honestly, it's still anybody's game, anybody to pick. And as good as NXG has been frying out, especially after that first map, it looks like Team Foolish have crawled their way back in. They have one gear and it's go, and they are making it happen. Excuse me. As I cough up a little bit of a long NXG red back in for their last defense, they choose to go down here to the command room on storage. Again, expect another vert extension as we see bodies moving up. 2 up now, maybe make it 3. And Palpatine going down to basement. Bit of an oddity, but honestly, keep a body down there. Deny that downstairs pressure. It takes out one of the few angles that they can really push through safely.
10 seconds to go.
You may just find something with it. Kinzall goes out, gives himself an early warning system in that barbed wire. Again, we've seen that play so far every round out of him where they've had to try and hold this upstairs hallway. For the attacking side of Team Foolish, though, Gale immediately going down for that warehouse wall, starting to rip it open. But I mean, it's a great play. I like it, but you're giving them an angle to run out at you on if you decide to play any of these windows. Or get a little bit too passive. Flexo right now aggressing that bottom warehouse window. He's got one on his steps. Almost finds the back of Palpatine as Palp sprints over for a rotate. Past all the holes, he don't care. He's just running for his life. It has now a hard breach charge used on the IT wall as they get that open. Hanidi making the good plays. Roddy is pushing in for connector control as the horizontal push for the vertical, as weird as that sounds to say, comes out. They are getting some live pings over now onto these Elemines. Flexo finding that first pick over onto Kinzol. That's a zombie down. And that one has got to hurt just a little bit. However, he is 2-6 right now. A little bit slower in this map than what we've seen on that first one. Flexo is in now to control hallway. Roddy has electrical box control of his own. Getting droned in, following the drones through. There's live pings all over the place. They know where these defenders are now. And there's Verts eating it around to the back, but hits a vicious re-swing. Head tapping Roddy. 4v4 now. Flexos takes that top CC waterfall stairs. Hanidi looking for Palp. Palp hits him with a flick of his own, but Obsession's there to finish him. Gale finds a knife on a Slasher. Isn't that funny? Let's see what Vertsy can do. He's got one pushing up on him. Sprints straight at Flexo for some unknown reason. He must not have heard him walking up. Man, is now Hectic into the 1v3 situation of his own. As Team Foolish look to maybe push for a 50-50 split on this map. Hectic ascending the vertical, coming up that waterfall side, saying, nah, maybe I want to make this my map. Everyone on NXG, I believe, are just watching him. They can care less about the cams. They're useless at this point. Losing one of those Melusas, though, right in the middle of sight, does push Hectic around. And now you have to rethink what you're going to do here. A hot drop down in the bottom warehouse here by Gale. And he finds a good head or a good pick onto him. I almost thought he got a headshot there because that's what it looked like on the bullets. We see Team Foolish keeping themselves in contention here. Now onto their own defenses, where teams tend to thrive for Night Haven Labs. Excuse me. This set of bands coming out, we lose the Blackbeard and the Kaid, so expect a little aggression out of NXG. Who am I kidding? These dudes full push everything. Next up on the list, well, I'm expecting another shield band. Get the Blitz out of here. And maybe the Mira or the Azami. The Azami is king for holding this map. Instead, they choose to get rid of Bandit and Capital. Well, that kind of plays in the idea of execution removal. Blackbeard is really good at taking space, getting aggressive, getting in position for an execute, and helping his team get there as well. The Capital, one of the best utility operators, everything in pocket you could ever need for any execute, including, well, just the kill meta.
Defenders, protect your bombs.
On the side of Team Foolish, though, Team Foolish, they do lose both of their electrical ops. That means wall denial is going to be a pain in the behind, but Hanidi said, hey, I'll just play tube. Not quite as good as actually destroying the gadgets, but I mean, you can buy a whole lot of time, and IT wall staying closed for that long. It's a good idea. It's getting too hot this one. My heater is off. It must just be my PC keeping me that warm. Thing is like a mini oven.
5 seconds to go.
My magnets will protect us.
So with the setup currently underway, we're going to see Obsessin. Ooh, I like the Azami plays here. It's not quite the style that we've seen out of the side of NXG, but this is definitely centered around holding the top side of the warehouse, but less against swinging the door and more into just keeping the rotate safe for your team and keeping your body up as long as you can. NXG Red already looking to punish the connector side extension. Palpatine does have that little split door window. And main wall coming open due to Ace. As the drones come in, they see, well, IT is going to be ours to aggress here as they leave Obsessin in a spot to be aggressed from a lot of angles here. Flash is going out and trying to go deep for him, but not landing out. There goes Roddy's head as the swing goes in. Hectic jumps in for Obsessin. He does slam Kinzel, though, and get a at least some damage back for his team. But currently down a pick, and Flexo eats a big one to the chest here from Slasher, who is trying to aggress himself into IT. C4 out, lays damage from Tuber out, but not enough to get the kill. There's a swing out from Hanidi saying, well, I wanted it anyway. Now they retake that IT control. Diffuser's down, but Hectic's right there saying, hey, you may have taken me, or taken my teammate, but you're not taking me. Palpatine finding the shots over on a Gale with that Glass DMR. Now it's down to Flexo into a 1v3. And this attack is starting to now move around and try and hunt him down. They know where he's pinned at. Hectic goes for the swing. NXG pulls up 4-3 in their first attacking round.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Excuse me.
Changing mag!
Team Foolish looking to swap it up off that last defense. This time they're playing down for basement. Usually a bunker heavy site. They are putting some bodies upstairs in a warehouse now. It looks like Gale might be going up, hopefully for a full vertical hold. We see Obsessin doing the same. It's going to be a second floor hold up now. Defend down for warehouse. Make sure they have no easy way to push. Just lock it all down, right? Oh, why?
Changing mag.
Oh, sorry, I'm getting tired. I'm being beat up at work every day, and this is usually the time I'm laying down for bed. What a castle coming out now for Flexo. I will always say it. I'm going to continue to say it. It's going to be a horrible trope on this channel if you ever come to watch me more often. I love castle. Ram, though, playing aggressive, getting rid of that barrier right in front of him, sending one of her drones in now to open up the floor storage side. But it makes it harder to jump through that window. They are ripping the vert open, though, extremely quick. Nobody really taking any space yet, though, and another castle going down this time to the Ash breaching charge. Push across does need to happen. However, Roddy is holding it down, waiting it up. Gale, though, hits one with a Legion mine as he runs away. Vertsy guns him down, pulls the goo mine. Suddenly, that little bit of damage is worth the pick, and they now have kitchen control. Gonna start the clear going over. Excuse me. But, oh, you just lost Palpatine off a great swing from Flexo. Damage taken on both ends, yes. But a kill picked up by Team Foolish. Roddy's still holding storage down. Obsessin does roam himself over, coming down main stairs. He knows they've got a cam watching him, but they don't have anybody actually there to care. Kinzel up on drones. We got Vertsy, who's just waiting on the clash. This is a perfect flank and retake by Obsessin if he's able to land it. Oh, but his own team catches him off because of that barricade there. Punch hole made. I don't think anybody heard it. He now has a way to kill this Ram. Laying some damage. Hectic goes down. Obsessin with the 1000 IQ. Flexo able to find a pick there on a Kinzel. Now it's down to Vertsy and Slasher. Vertsy has exosuit side, but he blitz on his lonesome. May not be the best idea. Slasher does have main wall ripped open, moving through. Vertical is still in control of this defense. As Slasher moves up, he's got a tuber out to deal with. Trading rounds, Roddy from above. And now Vertsy into his own 1v4 situation. A blitz against the world. He has control of nanotech, but it doesn't do him any good as he's now split between everybody else. And DMR from behind as Hanidi lands the shots. 4-4. Team Foolish pick up a beautiful basement hold. I've become an old man, apparently. Hey, MN Gaming. You're the dude that likes horror, right? Thanks for the bits. 200? Oh my god. Why? Why do I get that? I don't need that. Take them back. And yeah, Viper, I entirely agree. I've been saying it since the start of the stream. Shout out Serial. I know his name's Cyril, but Serial for being the one to put this league on. This thing has been an absolute blast. Right now, we are coming out of a tack timeout from NXG Red after Foolish brought up a beautiful defense. See what kind of adjustments NXG Red can make here to maybe adapt and put this game in their favor. They are already up a map. They're looking for number 2 to end the night. But, I mean, we already had 1-2-0 in the quarterfinals. We don't want another one yet. Right? I mean, come on.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Set up now for upstairs CC server side. They are pulling out a good old-fashioned hold. This time, though, the reinforcement is in a different spot. Playing with the middle wall open subjects you to a little bit more of an aggressive swing from the door, but it also makes you get an even more aggressive angle to hold it. Oh, but that barrier from Obsessin, though, gives them cover to swing into. However, it creates a one-way foothold for you if you're holding from the this side, swinging right and watching.
5 seconds to go.
This may be one of those 1000 IQ plays from Foolish that I am just too stupid to understand. If that's the case, I really do like it. Now, with the current setup, I mean, there's 1,001 ways to play. But Flaxo coming down onto the roam, highly enjoyable. Palpatine, though, is already in for storage side as they try to aggress themselves up into this main IT wall, main connector wall. They're getting everything ripped open. and they don't have any actual denial for it. Palpo's still just waiting, hoping somebody plays over aggressive and tries to swing off that back rafters. Flexo comes up back off his roam straight into the face of Verzi, who was sitting there just chilling and waiting. Now Palpatine moving around the lounge. He's waiting on that 90 hull. However, Flexo moves himself through cafeteria, coming right up in behind Palpatine. Down he goes. Great pick going into the side of Team Foolish so far. They get rid of that vert down below, as well as Palpatine, who of course is a certified gunner 95% of the time. The Monty v. the Clash really never works the way you intend it to. Monty keeps getting knocked back. This is a horrible clash to try and swing out to because she has so much team in behind her. We're all going to be coming open. However, ooh, impact trick to destroy the ace charges, and suddenly you have nothing left to get this wall. Slasher going to be placing down one of his little breaching charges, trying to get the can opener to go, seeing what they can find. As we seem to have found ourselves a bit of a stalemate here from this attacking team. Flexo down below sending the impacts up, but not able to land much with it. Kinzall going for the swing over for that vertical play. Flexo down below with a second kill on the round, and they are sending one down to deal with him. That is Hectic, but Hectic eats a lot of damage too off the opening start of this engagement. As it becomes a top fire war, we see Hectic try and bribe the favor his way as he runs forward. The air jab goes off. He swings up right off it. Potato whiff from both of them, a little bit shotgun out from Flexo, pistol out for Hectic. Both are very low, but Flexo up to a 3K as he lands the shots. Verzi up there onto Haniti. Verzi goes down to Gale though. Slasher finds Roddy. Now Slasher left into his 1v3 with a shield in front of him, hoping to be able to find something. Moves himself forward. Everybody's all around. Is he going for a turtle plant? In the big 2-6, is he going to plant a 1v3? And he's in a hard spot now to aggress from because the way this defense is set up, they're holding swings and angles for one another. No one can be aggressed out early. Slasher does find Flexo, at least shuts him down for the round. 1v2 now for him, but 10 seconds left. Puts the shield to his back, and Gale hits him with a head tap. Team Foolish now up 5-4. Yo, Moko, thanks for the follow as well. Same as you, NMN Gaming. Gosh, the love here is real tonight, and I appreciate it so much. I gotta say, one of my best streams to date for a very long time, and I appreciate all of you for it, and I'm thankful for all of you. So far tonight has been amazing. We've had some great games played between these guys, and I wouldn't be here without anybody in the community doing what y'all do to support me. Y'all are the real heroes here. I'm nothing but just a voice and a mic, and I'm rather annoying at that. 5-4's Foolish looks to put away map 2 in their favor and force us into some overtime. But NXG Red, they want to end this thing early. They want it to be a 2-0 in their favor. Make the statement early on in this quarterfinals matchup that you are here and you're not here to play. Holy crap, I still have the tag on this double shot hoodie. I just realized that. I was wondering what was stabbing me in the back of the neck. As I said, I am rather stupid sometimes. Looking at the KD spread across the teams right now, Gale and Flexo absolutely lighting it up this map, and the rest of the team have been right behind them, falling in with some solid gun skill and absolutely stellar support as Roddy's 4-8. Over on the side of NXG, Red, Slasher, Hectic, and Verzi leading the pack right now, all respectively up in positive. We got Palpatine and Kinzo currently down on the negative side of the board. Still achievable to make that comeback, though, if we see some stellar rounds out of them. Kinzo this time going to be breaking out that Deimos. Let's hope he can get a good track and headshot out with it. Palpatine up onto the bucket. Good one for this vertical take if they're able to manage to keep it up. But Haniti on Clash, that is going to be an absolute challenge, right? I mean, they lose their Azami, of course, due to those last set of bans. You lose the Blitz on the attacking team, as Blitz has been fan-favorited throughout this map. But, oh, losing your Azami and then immediately him going Clash, as an attacker, that would just hurt my feelings. And Hanidi is an aggressive Clash too. He's not a bunker sight and wait guy. He's a get out and gun guy. Palpatine gets that first pick down into Gale, making his way through cafeteria. Shots are raining out. Slasher though down to Flexo. Flexo to Vertsy. Shots trading all around the map, and we see Palp just looking and hunting through cafeteria, but there is nobody there to aggress him. Obsession is down CC stairs. Roddy and Hanidi still just holding upstairs, doing their jobs, making sure the vert is secured. As the drones come out, the movement pushes on. Palp making his way forward. We got Kinzo, thankfully, on drones, making the plays for the team. Vertsy going for that IT wall. We see Hectic trying to swing Obsession, who got overly aggressive and swung out. IT wall is open now. Clash is right there, just waiting and waiting and waiting. Grenade going deep, but he doesn't know about the one who's close. Roddy's right there. Roddy playing smart. Down goes Hectic, Obsession to find Vertsy. It's a 2v3 as we see Kinzo getting ready to push himself into Roddy. Or, I'm sorry, Obsession. Gosh. With the Deimos track, it baits straight to Roddy. Roddy picks a good kill there. Now it's a 1v3. Palpatine extremely low. Team Foolish looking for match point. Find it as Roddy picks up another one on this round. Ladies and gentlemen, I hate to call it early, but I think we're going to see map 3. Which is just going to ruin my sleep schedule. Excuse me. Oh my.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
So for what very well could be the final round of their defense here for Team Foolish, they pulled 3 up in a row right now, looking to make it number 4. Basement comes out, and with that, a Tachanka. Now for Mr. Whiskey Glitter in chat, because I know you're still here, Tachanka is better than smoke. And for the rest of you, fight me, bro. Oh my goodness. This has been an absolutely stellar map. The back and forth bounce between the two teams has been great. They've been at each other's throats the whole time. Now we hear the walls coming open. Hanidi's still just down here locking it down with the Shimikas, not finding any damage out, but they do give up the aggression almost immediately. However, Roddy is down back now with him to try and hold sight down. C4 is in hand, but keep the vertical up, and that appears to be the plan. Flexo going for the aggressive swing out. Hectic did just get main wall open, but an overswing from Flexo, trying to find Slasher on the Monty. There's a reswing from Hectic, takes him down and shoots his body, saying, "Don't touch my Monty." Monties are like quarterbacks in the NFL. If anybody hits them, you gotta unload on them, right? That's your guy. That's your boy. Hectic goes in, eats a jab to the foot due to this lesion. Is now making his way through the warehouse entrance. However, there is an angle there from Obsession, but neither one hits damage out. What is Palp planning here? As Charge jumped through straight into the hands of Gale. I mean, I kind of see the play. I know what he was going for. Slasher is moving up, trying to bait him into it. Kinzo and Slasher combine, though. Get the pick. Down goes Obsession to Hectic. Now it's a 2v4. Hanidi still below. Roddy does retake the vertical, and Monty's just going to immediately walk down Cargo's side. Roddy going to be pushing back now, trying to play for sight. Hanidi trying to cover the hatch, making sure there's no hot Animus drops. Roddy, though, going back for that retake, moving around, trying to find a pick. There is a live ping straight onto Hectic now, right where he is standing. But Hectic is waiting. The plant goes down as Slasher goes in. They manage to get it off. Kinzal trades himself for Hanidi. It is now Roddy left into the 1v3. If anybody can win it, he can. 7 and 8 for assist. However, Vertzi is looking rather aggressive with that DMR, and that Monty, as low as he is, still not afraid to play his life. Making noise here on the main stairs on cargo side. I mean, Roddy still has that C4. All he has to do is just whip it. It doesn't even have to deal much damage or land very hard. Near the Monty's enough for a down. Vertzi's now left at 1 HP after that earlier engagement. And Hectic is playing a long angle damage going around, but this round's over as it goes to NXG Red. I mean, I was giving that off the timer, but we're just going to clean up the kills anyway. NXG looking to keep themselves away from the end of this map. It is match point still for Foolish, but NXG needs one more to crawl themselves back up towards it.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Adding some protection from grenades. Flag is ready. Let them go.
So, into the upstairs defense now of Team Foolish. They were doing very solid with these holds, and I mean, this is the first time I've seen this in Warehouse in a very, very long time. In Foolish, they were a team back in the days of old 7 Days team. They showed me some interesting strats that they had, especially on maps like Clubhouse. This seems to be one out of that old strat book because it is a weird style, but it is a winning style. IT wall coming up, and we have everybody else rotating around over the connector side as Vertzi's there with the glass. We do have Ace ripping the wall open as we speak, and the Monty looking to push himself through connector. Immediately, though, as that connector wall came open, we seen the wall over into the pillar get reinforced off. Roddy holding control of that E-box, though. He is a hard one to push out, and they really don't have any gear on hand for it. Besides a couple of flashbangs and some hopeful gun skill. Slasher, though, is going to make that push forward. Kinzo going for main wall into pillar, and he's got Vertzi right there with the glass ready to go. Slasher moving up, finds that they have some Malusi traps up. Don't matter much to him, but for the rest of the team, that is a death sentence. Palpatine holding down the flank, and as I'm saying that, Flexo is making his way up on it. That will be a key fight to watch here shortly as Flexo battling it out now through kitchen side. Palp is still just holding down and waiting. And Flexo, I mean, just taking his time. Maybe gonna play this impacts down below. Does get droned out, so now it kind of shuts him off the idea of needing to push up. Palp gonna moving forward though, trying to hold kitchen. This is a walk him down playstyle that we're seeing out of NXG Red. Melee's coming out here from Roddy. He's trying to bait Slasher into going for the shots. They have a lot of members of the team up still. Live ping's going deep out and over to the Wamai. And so far, still not very much aggression forward. Palp is, though, making his way over. Roddy does go down to Kinzo. Flexo, though, finds Vertzi. And Palp just whips the rounds over his head. And Flexo wants to chow him out. Re-swings for days. And there goes a flashbang. Palp putting himself right below the hatch. Comes up, hits the shots on the Flexo. Gale will go down. Hanidi's hitting low. Obsessive now into the 1v2 as he knew him or knocked, but Palpatine shuts him down as he made his way up Waterfall side. Good execute playstyle from NXG Red that round. And they're continuing to move on like an absolute demon stack. Now 6-6 as we move up into overtime at map 2. OT, gotta love it, right? Oh. Again, sorry, I'm.
Defenders,
Oh, it's
protect
into
your
me
bombs
tonight. I
from
don't
being
usually
defused by
yawn this much.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
So we're gonna give a readout again. This one determining another semifinal spot. We had one confirmed earlier as Outlast Black took down NXG Black in a 2-0 style. I don't know the maps yet. I wish somebody would tell me those. But NXG Red is the org's last hope to hold on to some playoff spots for GPL. Foolish, though, looking to maybe shut them down here. Overtime inbound, we see Foolish get their defenses first. It's going to be upstairs for the hold. Once again, that weird wall hold, but I like it. It works very well. And we see Palpatine break out the Cali. I mean, it's a play. Hey, Yarlos, thanks for the follow. 3 and 11. Stealth, I can agree with that. Kunzel did pick one up, though. He's now 4 and 11. And honestly, he's been playing a very, very good support role on this ace, getting these walls open when needed, getting everything on his job done. NXG continuing to press forward and be aggressive. That is what matters here. Palp looking to blow open some of this wall. We do see Hectic take that opening gunfight against Obsessive, laying out one of the good fraggers for the team. But most importantly, getting that Legion off board. I'm not sure what Palp is doing with his air jabs there. Did he just burn them? Either way, connector control now falls into the hands of the attacking team. They do, I believe, still have the holes opened up. But yeah, as Ace made himself his own rotate in. Clash looking to fill that gap, though, in this defense. Roddy still continuing to aggress over onto the server's side. Out of E-box. Gale with that top warehouse hold, and Flexo coming up on a roam. They don't have any back coverage this time. That's something we've seen big out of that last round. Not here for this one. However, Palpatine slow walking his way up. Gonna take the gunfight against Gale here for Rafters. Swing ready in hand for him. Slow peek, swing around. Down he goes as the jump in from the Monty took his concern. Vertzi finds Roddy. Hanidi now left very, very low. Running out of options here as this Clash, hoping Flexo is able to make the play up behind quick. Kinzel goes down from behind. Clash still managing to stay up. But Hectic has the diffuser in his hand. Vertzi makes the play over on the Flexo. Now it's Clash in a 1v, and Palpatine shuts him down with the SMG. NXG Red Bull 7-6 up. Map 2 looking like we're back up to match point. However, Team Foolish can still bring one more good attack out. Both sides, by the way, of this map split 3-3 fashion, so there is nobody favored moving into this overtime. Excuse me. And command center servers. Upstairs hold inbound. This time, though, we have Palpatine bringing out an Echo, and Hectic gonna be playing as that bandit with Vertzi on the tube.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Interesting. Well, the Echo is usually a big make or break for a lot of teams on maps like this. Play it right and it will absolutely make your day. Play it wrong, you just lost your fortune. Cafe Bank was the Outlast versus NXG Black. Alright. That would have been a good series to watch, even though it was a 2-0.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb. 10 seconds to
The zombie play coming up here to top warehouse. We've seen this 1,000 times out of Kinzel so far. Gonna go up, get his barbed wire set out. Still has 2 in pocket. Gonna have 1 for his back coverage here. Instead, though, it looks like maybe he's swapping things up and going the other direction with it, as he has yet to deploy him out for that back coverage of warehouse. Vertzi going for the namesake here, making some vertical down below. And of course, he just loses that first one, but headshots Flexo getting the top frag of the map off the board immediately. Dokkaebi down. 5v4. What can Foolish do? Hey, Stealthor6, thank you for the follow, my man. I see you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Play down below now from Roddy as he opens up. Want to get that main wall opened. And, I mean, there's really not much Bandit can do. He doesn't have anything set up to Bandit trick. That'll be IT wall popped. It will put a little bit of pressure over onto Palpatine and Kinzel. But not enough to really worry all that much about. All that being said, though, we do have the rotates coming over. As an aggressive push for that top warehouse is underway. Roddy takes that warehouse entrance and everybody else stacking up for windows. Swing over, Kinzel goes down over, peeking off the balcony. And in comes Gale, jumping through, and they manage to get the reinforcement off. Good setup, Echo. Everyone else, they're starting to fall into that bunker style. You don't have to worry about getting overly aggressive. A minute 20 still on the board, though, for this attacking team. They've got to make the plays happen and go forward. Obsession still covering from that IT wall. We got Gale pushing Hanidi on the coverage up behind him. And they want to find their way through the CC side. Roddy jumps in down below. They've got some live pings on him. Tuberow is coming down to aggress. Palpatine up there sending out some of these Echo drones, hitting some smoke to try and slow the push down as there's now 50 seconds left on. Obsession will nail down Palpatine though, and there goes your Echo. No more smokes left in pocket for Slasher, so you know he's got to just play the shotgun game close. Hectic finds a good pickup onto Obsession. Top warehouse is being aggressed still by Hanidi. Gale is still just chilling back out on that CC balcony, and Roddy's trying to find his way up to the top of the waterfall stairs. But Vertzi's gone. Gale gets the pick onto Slasher though. Now Roddy and Gale pushing through for the CC side. Hanidi going to flank up and join them. And Vertzi goes down below. C4 in hand. He's on the flank. Hectic gets burned out of position. It's all up to Vertzi to play the denial from below. If he's able to land the C4 up, things may get ugly. Planter is going down. He's got some live pings. Throws it up. Lands the kill onto the Blackbeard to make his job a little bit easier later. But they know he's down below, setting up coverage for that waterfall side. Instead, Vertzi wants to maybe play warehouse. And right now they have no easy angles to watch except Roddy now locking down, trying to hold up in servers. Hanidi finds himself a long angle for it. It's all down to what Vertzi can do here with 25 seconds on board, not a whole lot of time. That wall is now hard. Roddy with the coverage on the cross, shuts him down. Team Foolish pull up another one. And it will all come down to this match point. 7-7, this is the end. Everybody queue up Skyfall. NXG goes on for their attacks. Foolish back in for the defense. Both teams winning some solid rounds on attack there. If that plays true, we may end the night. But right now, I mean, Foolish may be able to bring something out for themselves.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Caney, these dorks are so aggressive. Yeah, it's been a very, very swing-happy game, and I've been loving every second of it.
Bombs located by attackers.
As a play-by-play caster, that is where I thrive. NXG, or Team Foolish, sorry, setting up once again for that mid-wall. I don't know. I want to talk to them, but I'm pretty sure most of them still speak Spanish.
10 seconds left before insertion. 5 seconds left before insertion.
So for the final setup of the round, Clash back on board for Hanidi. The Clash has worked very, very well. However, pretty much every round has came down to him being fried from behind. Or collapsed in on by the rest of the attackers. IT wall going to be the first thing to come open. Palpatine now making the rotate over for connector. Kinzo going to be getting connector wall opened up. They are burning out some of this utility early on. Hard connector side push is underway though. I mean, that's really one thing we haven't seen too much of tonight was a pronged style attack. Everybody so far has just more direct than anything. Flexo is down below though with the C4 in hand. He is waiting to find somebody from below. Live ping up and over and on to one. Easy C4. Free kill onto Vertzi. Down goes the top frag of the NXG red stack. I mean, he's tied with Hectic, but still, that's a massive blow because you also lose that flank denial. Slasher looking to aggress IT. Has nobody over there with them. Palpatine making the rotate, though. They got to get the bodies up and get the bodies over and start taking some ground control here. Move around the clash, not through the clash, right? As the defense has this nice ebb and flow, moving around, filling gaps as needed. The Clash going to play over aggressive for that connector wall. I mean, just standing in the Grimbies, enjoying it. A minute left on board, and this attack has not gained very much, if any, ground. And they lost a massive pick in the kill department as Versi went. But the movement coming forward, Flexo does find Kinzo. Down goes one of your more attacker-powered ops. And Palpatine also just gets dropped by Roddy through the smoke. Now into a 2v5. Slasher is still up. Puts the pistol away. Goes for the swing onto Obsessin. Forfeit for the life. And now Hectic left up into a 1v5. Obsessin to find him. Flawless round for Team Foolish. Ladies and gentlemen, we are moving into map 3. That has been one heck of a night so far. Oh my goodness. So as we prepare for map 3 and get everything underway, I believe there may be a little bit of a tech pause here as there is some rehost issues right now with Siege. We can't just load straight into the next map, and it kind of sucks. But either way, I mean, what a game from Foolish. They came out of that one. They started to slip up a little bit for some rounds, and we watched NXG Red just explode as much as they could moving forward, and then Team Foolish just strikes right back at them, hits them, takes the map. We now prepare for Chalet in map 3, and I will be right back after this quick break while we prepare the lobby. Alrighty, everybody is now starting to slowly make their way back into lobby. We prep it up for map 3. For those of you who are wondering, map 3 tonight will be an absolute duke it out brawl on one of the best maps ever. Chalet. Yeah, that's right. The cult classic of a map that everybody loves coming into play once again. I am excited to see where this one will go, because it is one of those maps that has been in the competitive pool for so long. It has been designed around so many times that there is some very, very out-of-the-box setups and strategies that you'll see teams make. However, where it tends to differ at, though, is that upstairs playstyle. There's a lot of teams that like the full extension in for Mez, a lot of teams who just will not move out of the office side and instead choose to hold down below. And then you have teams like Malevolent who will full extend, will play a guy below, and still somehow end up with dudes on site. Either way, though, the last one is getting into the lobby. Let's let them know that we are ready on our end. We should be able to get this thing rolling right away. Like I said, Chalet, just a map of the ages. Everybody loves it. It has been around for so long that really, is there any way better to end out a best of 3 matchup than one of the longest standing, most competitive maps that we've had in the pool in a very long time? I think not. All that being said, though, I mean, the teams could still find a way to make this one a blowout. NXG Red will get their defense yet again to start. I think they may have just enjoyed the defense. And we're going to see what Team Foolish is able to kick up for their attacks. Will they come out as kings, or will they go back as jesters? Let's roll to Chalet and find out. The Ice Kingdom awaits. The Ice Kingdom. Honestly, there's not much to say about this map that hasn't been said 1,000 times over. A lot of that due to it being in the pool for so long, and, well, just the fact that it's one of the fan favorites. Everybody plays it, everybody loves it. Strategies on strategies that bind and clash. There's no other way to describe it besides it's a blast. Chalet, what can you say? Everybody's got a way to hold it. Everybody's got a way to take it. Let's see if Foolish will be able to pull one out of the bag here, or if we're going to be watching NXG Red put him on a leash and walk him home. Band phase is coming in, and there goes the Mira, and the Grim says good night. Limiting the execute ability is a great idea, especially whenever, well, Grim is so important for this map. Oh man, headband is starting to hurt from a hat. Take this thing back off. Fallen in, Clash in, Capital say goodbye as well. I mean, I don't blame them for banning the Clash out, because NXG just had to play against that for how many rounds, and you know they're going to be upset. You know they're going to be trying to pull it out on their own. So it is honestly a good ban. Capital once again falls into the same utility as Grim, just one of the best to do it for their category. So no hate on the ban. Looking over, I see Crit PB. Thank you for the follow, my guy. Been gaining quite a few of them on this stream, and it's been quite an enjoyable time. We're about 2 hours in on this thing. Yeah, hour 57, 2 hours in on this thing. And the teams have yet to disappoint. There's been some flukes, some spillovers, but for the most part, everybody has been putting up some solid statistics. And even when they weren't, they were doing their job on support, and that's got to account for something.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
A bit of a different setup out of NXG Red now for the top side of that library hold. Typically, you see some head holes for someone playing where Kinzo's at to go for a swing. Instead, he's just going to use the doorway, which really limits his ability to get around. You know, you limit your attack chance. You limit your shot chance by just pinning yourself in. All that being said, there is someone playing aggressive downstairs, and who is it? Well, none other than Mr. Palpatine himself. Trying to get the electric fingers going for him. Let's see what he can make out of this one, as they are droning him out heavily. And I expect a quick push coming in as everybody is stacking up. Gale gonna hopefully aggress in. He's on that Blackbeard. I mean, I don't expect anything different from him. Flexo, though, from Kinzo up above. Great first pick on the side of NXG Red, getting rid of one of those amazing utility operators. Gale, though, does find Palpatine shutting down the Legion downstairs. Why are you ADS? Are you slow? Well, Palp, he might be, but he got the pick onto you, and that's more of what matters here. Drone work and movement coming in as they try and clear out everybody defending, but the defense already gave up the vertical extension. Now deciding to lock themselves back into sight. Let the timer do the talking and see who they can slam. Vertsy on that Denari. I didn't even get to watch him pull his setup out. Hectic on the Azami. Really good idea for her. And Gale is slowly making his way forward. Library Hall, the push is coming. Hanidi does get the main wall ripped open for top Mez, opening up a lot of kill hole lines of sight. And Slasher, though, is going for the retake down below. He's in the kitchen hallway, making his way forward. They're getting live pings out everywhere they can for him. If he can make his way to Mez without being spotted, without being seen, he can lock up at least a kill, maybe two, and put this one in very distinctive position for his team to walk away with a win. However, that Bravo drone down there does spot him out, see him, but I don't think it was called because there is nobody reacting to his positioning. Everybody right now is focused so heavily on this top Mez. Obsessed is still out on a rappel. And Gale goes down to a swing out from Vertsy, over aggressive on his side, but it walks away with a pick. Trying to go for the re-swing over on a Roddy who's chilling outside of library. Hanidi, though, onto Kinzel, taking him down. Slasher from behind goes down. Suddenly there's bodies. And this attack is looking good. Slasher still laying out on the job. Hectic now up into a 1v3 as we just seen Vertsy get slammed over by, I believe it was Hanidi. 15 seconds left. The plant has got to come in and go down. Hanidi in position to cover it. Manages to slam down Obsessin. Has Roddy coming in for a swing onto him. Playing through the smoke. Landing a tap shot through it. But the Diffuser is now planted. Half wall in control of Hanidi. He's got a good spot here, but he's swung aggressively. Hectic finding the pick. No zombies to cover the defuse, though. Slasher using his body as a drone. Moving up, moving forward. Trying to find where Roddy's at. Finally, though, Slasher will go down to time. Hectic may be able to get the defuse off. They have pings to him, but he doesn't have an angle to it. And Hectic using this as time to bait him. No ammo in the gun. He just has to go for it. Stick it here. Instead, 8 bullets. Lands the last one. Takes him down. Roddy's out. Diffuser in the hands of Hectic. And this one will go in the favor of NXG Red. Yo, Band, I don't know who you are, but that's kind of rude. Either way, thanks for the follow. Same to you, Trevi Pill. For your first message here to be F you, it's rude, but I mean, I guess. Thanks. Oh, boy. Round 2 coming into bar gaming. Everybody loves it. What's the setup gonna be? Well, with Fenrir on board, it's gonna be a hard one to push out. You got Kinzal once again bringing out the Azami. Hectic this time up on the Legion. Wilmai and Solus on board. It's a very, very good defensive set to hopefully hold on and get. I mean, it's an aggressive lineup. It's a swing you with good guns lineup that you know they're hoping works out in their favor, but I mean, we've seen Foolish start to heat up on that last map, and right now they are cooking pretty well. Last one coming down to an absolute clutch and a half there from Hectic.
5 seconds remaining.
On a round, I'm hoping he's going to be riding that high of.
Objective is to defuse a bomb.
Vertical defense is in play, and we do have Palpatine out over on the side roam. Looking for whatever he can find through kitchen. That's where Solus will come in peak, is just finding everybody that decides to break out their drones. So I'm honestly more so expecting a run out from him than anything. Gale is in now immediately with that Blackbeard taking control of kitchen hallway. Flexos runs up, takes deep in for Piano. Hanidi takes damage from the jump out and run out. but not enough to go down. That gives Piano control immediately to the attacking team, hoping they can make a good swing in. But NXG seems to have maybe stale guarded these guys. Locked it up, held it out, and now it makes it a harder push to come through. Palpa, who is supposed to be coming up on the roam here, Obsession finds that kill onto Vertzi, which makes Palpa go, hey, maybe I shouldn't do this quite yet. Looking for guys through the floor. He's trying to find somebody either on drones or look for that IQ. Give himself an easy pick below, right? Slasher, though, pinned into a corner, taken down by Flexo. Hectic goes down as well. Suddenly, though, it's Kinzo up into a 1v5, and it's a flawless going in the favor of Team Foolish. A well-executed attack that they just walked right through with. A little bit of trash talk here and there, but you gotta love it. Caney throwing himself a follow in. Thank you for jumping in here, man. I much appreciate you.
Attackers need to
God,
locate
you guys have
and
been great
defuse
tonight, honestly. Everybody's coming to watch the first playoff round that's getting casted. Or actually, no, this is not the first playoff round, but the first semi-final that's being casted here. Much appreciated. Yeah, make sure y'all go show some love over to Siege Double Shot when they pick up a game. I believe they're trying to grab one for this weekend, but I could be wrong. If they do not, I will also be snagging that one, so prepare yourself. Oh, excuse me. As the extension now comes up from the kitchen side, full vertical hold in play. They do have Hectic up here on Kaid, going to be locking the walls down, playing it smart. Slasher does bring out the Thorn, and it's very, common to see her in play since her most recent rework, with the deploy time being faster, with the gadget actual explosion time increasing. She has been a hard one to trifle with. Let's see what this attack has in plan. Well, immediately Flex. Oh god, I can't keep saying immediately. I'm crushing that word right now. I don't know why. I never said it before. But Flexo's gonna go in quick and start getting some of these gadgets out with Brava. Gale wanting to push through and try and take into that K9 or barbecue door. Office control could be his. That's what you need to take and control this site. However, he's got a lot he's got to deal with.
Mine primed.
As both Hectic and Vertzi are going to be holding up here. With Kinzo right down below. Shotgun and C4 in hand. C4 ripped and ready to go. If that Blackbeard pushes up into the window or door, he's dead. Obsessive with a pill on the Palpatine, though. And down goes your Ella. Gale eats the C4 face on. 25 HP left. But he is still standing. Flexo down to Kinzo. Gale now making the rotate back around, finding some damage over onto Hectic. Slasher trying to control Piano still, being pushed out though by these drones. And he's in a bit of a, a bit of a rough situation for what he's playing with. Fenrir is being triggered. We have Slasher still rotating himself into position to try and cover and provide for the office control. If they give up this vertical this early on, things could get ugly, but they really don't have any way to capitalize that vert control. So if NXG finds out the operators that are still left, things might go a little bit more in their favor as they could elect to give it up. Obsessive playing the Harry Potter below the solar windows, or solarium stairs. Roddy to find that kill on the Kinzo. Slasher did get one with his thorn trap though. And he is still holding control of that master bedroom. Roddy has library stairs. Hanidi playing down in the fireplace, trying to push through that main lobby. Roddy moving himself up into position. Slasher now hiding and waiting right at the rotate now. With Vertzi up also to help try and control some of this playstyle. Roddy gets aggressive, finds a swing in, gets Slasher down. Hectic goes down as well to Hanidi. Hanidi going in for plant. Vertsy's still up. And he can hear Roddy's footsteps, knows he's there. Hits the pre-fire early, lets off it. Roddy swings in between and gets him. Team Foolish looking to make a statement, I think. They pull themselves up 2-1 over NXG. The attack right now in favor for them. But we have yet to see NXG's attack, and it's only round 3. Well, going into round 4. Bans on board. I mean, who do you get rid of? Gale is making fun of them because there's been a bit of banter between them. I see people in my chat saying I'm just here to see Foolish lose, and I love it. I mean, I don't love that message. Foolish, those are good dudes. I mean, Roddy is gonna always be one of my kings. I've watched, you know, got me into PC competitive, but I need some more banter, guys. Rip into each other. Ace and Fenrir. Well, I mean, it kind of makes sense. Ace has been a very good breacher. Excuse me. They've been abusing out for many of these rounds. The Fenrir, of course, is always just a great operator, so I like to get rid of him, and we've seen him in play numerous times throughout this map, throughout most of these maps, actually. Finally, he gets removed. Now, once again, we see NXG Red coming back upstairs. The only defensive spot they've won out of their rotation that they enjoy. Let's see what they make out of it. I'm surprised that we didn't see a basement play for bunker hold. Instead, though, we got Vertsy setting up with that Denari. Yeah. Good plays. Yeah. Again, I'm not yawning at the gameplay. I'm yawning because I'm like half dead. It's extremely late. I'm getting really tired. I still gotta go shower and clean up. Slasher to take some very, very early damage down here. I believe that may have been from the side of Roddy or Gale. Either way, left it under half HP. Offering opening engagement that he didn't even hit a body with. Palp now moving down into West Main, trying to help his teammate out. Slasher down now to 1 HP. They have no way to heal him either. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see a Twitch drone rip rounds into him. Instead, rounds come flying over his head. He manages to lay down, survive, get out of there. But that leaves Palp almost all by himself down here in kitchen. In a position where these defenders know there's somebody at least nearby. Hanidi walking up West Main, finds that pick onto Vertsy. The name not going in his favor as you lose that vertical battle. And Palpatine rotates himself into some safety of kitchen. Or dining, sorry. Hectic finding that kill onto Flexo. Down goes your Dokkaebi. She got a call out, but it didn't hurt him very much. The run up solar side coming. Finding that pick is Hanidi onto Slasher. 1 HP and dead. Down below, Legion still there. Lurking, waiting. Roddy with a head tap through the wall. 2v4 now as Team Foolish looks to put themselves even further up on this map 3. Kinzal giving his position away by stepping into this trap. That may have just cost him a bit because anybody with that high siege IQ knows he's right where he's at. They don't even need to waste the drone on him. They do send one in to find one. Impacts below, forcing Kinzal out of position. And then the aggression comes forward, but Kinzal goes in for a reswing and manages to find the head tap on a Roddy. A good one at that because Roddy has been very, very good for these executes in these gunfights lately. Hanidi on his way up through the stairs just managed to survive by the skin of his teeth as rounds rip into him. Hectic now playing in a spot of coverage, dual sides. Obsession goes down. Hectic now retaking, finding another one on the Gale. 4K almost in pocket, but he walks away with at least 3 on this one. Kinzal versus Hanidi into a 1v1 as Kinzal goes for the swing, puts rounds into him, puts rounds over him. Hectic goes down to Hanidi. 3K for Hanidi now. 3Ks go both ways. But Kinzal trying to bait him into him. Picks the kill up, shoots the body as they make it go up 2-2. That was toxic.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Razor wire deployed. Razor wire up. Lock done.
All right.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Fifth but not final defense out of NXG Red. They're setting it up for the bar games hold. Extension up with a vertical Azami in pocket. Things are looking good, and we see Kylo Ren saying, "Hey, put me in, coach. Kylo, get in here. Come gun out, or at least join me in the cast. Have some fun." We don't take ourselves too seriously. We're just here having a good old-fashioned brawl. So, flipping it around, let's see what this attack is playing. And Flexo immediately going up in. That's an actual immediate, not a crutch word immediate. Bro is just pushing now for some control. Takes Master Bedroom off rip. Going through. Man, that Amaru just... She's good at taking space if there's nobody there. That LMG in hand makes her job that much easier when she needs it. Gale taking basement side, going to be pushing up with that gridlock, hoping to push traffic around and stop the retake when needed. Where's Hanidi? Well, Hanidi's doing Hanidi things. Going up, have control of office. We have Flexo who's walking his way up through, taking the gunfight there. Slasher goes down. He's holding the suicide corner. And that is Vertzi there. Another one coming up library stairs. It's hectic. Flexo is just waiting. Kinzel eats some damage. Vertzi lays rounds over. Just as he's doing that, Hectic makes the push up. That is a good push and retake by the side of NXG. And down will go Flexo. Vertzi's just dancing his head right in front of him, not able to land the hits. Kinzel still has control of that top Mez side. Hectic forced out of his position, down into games room now. As Roddy moves forward, he eats a DMR to the side. Gale does have dining control. Vertzi able to find Obsession. Hanidi walking around trying to find Kinzel. Swing Vertzi up to a 4K down as Hanidi and Roddy both get picked. Now it is a 3v1 as Gale has control downstairs. 4v1 if they can get the res on a Kinzel. However, I really don't know if it's worth going for that pickup. Just keep your body safe and keep him in line. Vertzi, I know, wants that ace. Instead, he's going for his teammates' revive as Kinzel is able to crawl himself over to some relative safety. Gale now moving upstairs. Puts himself into position where Vertzi might want him. Kinzel is playing his normal mezzanine position, playing aggressively with it. Gale retaking now, has that vertical control back in his side. Hectic is right there on the stairs. Got to be given the comms out. Walk straight up. Hectic shuts him down in a 4K out of Vertzi. Gives that round some pleasure on their end. Actually now back up 3-2. Looking for that 4-2 split. However, this one, if it plays out the way it's done so far, I got a feeling Team Foolish may be able to walk away with a round, putting us to a 3-3. Oh boy. It's going to be a 2.5 hour stream. Gosh, I am so tired.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
I'm reloading!
So the setup is hidden for kitchen, and of course the vertical extension is underway as both Palpatine and Slasher are setting up. Palpatine and Slasher, some of our top frags from these other rounds, both a little bit slow in this one, 0-4 and 1-5. But they're still maintaining value to the team, playing these support roles. Kylo, did you just come into my stream as I'm casting and says, who's casting? I don't know, bro. Me, I guess. Out of all the dumb questions, that's got to be definitely one of the peak ones right there. Alright, this round underway. Palpatine spots maybe some easy prey. Let's just see. I'm trying to see what the attackers have planned. Right now, there's no hard rush underway. Gale is back on shields, though. Hack's going in below there, getting rid of... Gosh, that one hurt. As I was saying, they're getting rid of that wall denial. Hopefully that leads us into a execute and take, but you never know. Roddy and Gil both have that top mez control, and they're actively pushing themselves forward for everything. And, ooh, the way that those zombies are set up are going to be quite the annoyance for him to get rid of. Shock Drone coming out from Obsess and being immediately shut down by the Solus. And what has been, honestly, a rather slower paced round from this attacking team. You know, by now they're usually already making that push in, you know, for sight. Right now they're just getting a lot of building control. Main wall does come open, though, to the can openers. And we have Flexo, who is on currently that basement wraparound flank. Z-Man dropping in. Thank you for the follow. And he's saying Palp is on the laptop. I mean, if he is, that would be kind of hilarious and absolutely funny. I hope he's using the track pack to shoot. Flexo trading himself out for Kinzel, and that is honestly a good pick off both sides. The Warden gone, but so is the Brava. I think Brava did get some usage out of her utility, though, and she kind of died, I think, without any drones. I wasn't quite paying full attention, but that's just what I'm believing off of the current state of the round so far. That being said, that Warden is ever so useful throughout every single second of every single round. Slasher flashed out, C4 rips, grips, but does not land. Blackbeard needs to make his way forward. Roddy does have control towards sight. Lays a ton of damage onto Palp, but not able to get the pick. Back and forth, trading shots. Roddy walks away lucky with his life, obsessing to find Vertzi. Hectic on the Gale, though. Down goes your Blackbeard. Hanedi on the Hectic. Roddy on the Palp. Slasher into a 1v3 situation. And down he goes to Obsession's Foolish. Put this one into a 3-3. I was telling you, they're gonna just make this match go into the middle. Oh gosh, excuse me. Alright, band phase, we got the Ying and the Azami. I kinda like it. Falling in Blackbeard to Clash. Honestly, NXG banning that Clash out is kind of extremely familiar. Kylo, I don't know this caster. I'm unfamiliar with your game. I've literally casted in AEL with you.
Being defused by attackers.
You mouth breather. I'm just kidding. Please bring AEL back. I love that league. I want to cast more of it. Is that double rotate new tech? I mean, maybe. I don't know. NXG Red is pulling out some cool looking strats. Like I said, though, I like to see what Foolish does. I've seen them always make weird things. Right now, though, they're looking like a rank stack. Frost on board from Hanedi, though. When you're 7-3, you can kind of do whatever you want to, right? No extension over to try and hold that off his side. No one playing up and aggressive in front for that. Instead, it looks like they're playing more that chilled, lax, laid-back defense. Excuse me. Flexo is going to be their guy who's remotely off-site, pushing around for kitchen side. That is, I mean, I love a good roamer. Somebody that can apply that back pressure, get up in behind and get some shots off. That would definitely mess up the way NXG plays. However, right now, it looks like it's going to be a direct take to site. They're stacking a lot of their utility into it, including throwing Slasher to go over and swing. Hectic playing up above. We got Kinzo, who's already in the library. He goes down to Roddy, though. Verti is watching, though, from this rappel out. Glaz on point. Now the vert push is underway. They just got to start getting some bodies maybe stacked and get a pick lead in their direction. Things might pop. They're, you know, pretty cool. And there's Hectic with a good shot on a Roddy, taking him down. That should free up some control here. More DMRs ringing out as we see Palpatine drop Gale down. No damage taken on his end. Palp with his first kill of this map. Looking for another one, though, as he's being aggressively swung from upstairs of that top mez. It's Hanidi just playing his life the best he can, as he has people all around him. Temple, whatever your name is, I see you want to join this league. We are in quarterfinals right now. Give me a second, though. I'll explain something to you here in a moment. Hanidi backing out into the suicide hole. Grenades and flashbangs absolutely everywhere. Pushed out of position, shot down, and blown up by Hectic. Flexo does lay a ton of damage over onto Vertzi. And now it is just obsessing, locking it down with Flexo. 2v4 situation. They are in, going for plant. Palpatine off the long angle grenade hitting him. Palp pulls a pistol and walks in. Gun down. Flexo into a 1v3. Impact out. Doesn't land for anybody. Going for a wide swing. Finds the planter, but Vertzi finds him first. Alright, so Temple. To join leagues like this, there's a bunch of T4 style leagues. I have a server that should pop up here shortly. If not, I believe the command is just compub or something like that. Either way, it's a 10-man server that I also built into being a competitive players hub that you guys can use to find all the servers that I know of that I have linked. I need to go re-update that patches. If you could help me with this, I would actually kiss you. But it is usually, you know, we're trying to get it bumping in there, trying to get some 10-mans going. And we are looking to, oh, there's the link just now. I mean, it's going to be 2 minutes back for you guys. But that comp hub has most of, if not all of the league links in it for you to join, get in the competitive scene, and meet a lot of competitive players who aren't professionals. We're, you know, T3, T4 guys looking to just expand and grow and have some fun while we're at it. But now to what you guys are actually here for. Those of you who are here to watch some glisten Premier League Siege, Flexo going to be bringing out that roam on that scope post. Roddy upstairs to join him. Hanidi up as well. Is a vert holdover kitchen with Obsessin on that long roam. Let's see what NXG can do here for their attack. I mean, they did just win one up over Team Foolish. See if they can pull up another one. Hanidi eating a load of damage through that drone hole. Rounds now ripping through the window. They know where he's at. They got him extremely low. One little bit of fire puts him away for the round. And everyone else is now just starting to maybe crowd around and figure out a way they want to push this. Palpatine gonna go up in through basement. Vertzi's still up on rappel. Kinzo gets gunned down as he jump in. Vertzi's not able to find Roddy for the refrag. As a great kill on the Grim, getting him off this map. Palpatine left now a little bit low as he swings in straight into where Gale was holding. Hanidi's still extremely low. Gas flying in. Pushes one off window. I believe that's still Slasher who's just chilling out there. Roddy has Closet under his control. He's hoping Vertzi makes the play for him, but unable to find him. And Vertsy's able to finally get the re-up for his boy as Roddy goes down. Palp now has Solarium control. Slasher still chilling outside. They have bodies watching and waiting for Slasher between Gale and Hanidi. So it's going to have to be a push down or push from the Vert. Palpatine is still up there with Bug shotgun in hand. So expect at least some vertical play. That being said, though, Scopo's coming up to try and deny the vertical plays as he's making his way now across top. Mez, I mean, he is one of the best roamers everywhere. Yes. There's another one for Vertsy, though, pulling up a 2K 3v4 situation here. And they do have that bedroom control. Swinging across now, looking to see if they can find somebody from bathroom. Flexo has a good angle, though, to fight from. Palpatine goes down to Gale. We see more fire and smokes coming out from the side of Capital. He's walking around. He can hear Flexo. Flexo can hear him. Slasher finds Gale. Slasher eating some damage downstairs to Obsessin, though. And we're watching a gunfight underway. Swing out straight into Vertsy. Vertsy up to a 3K. The diffuser in the hands of Slasher. He needs to get in and go get it planted. But it's going to be rough to do as there's 5 seconds left. Slasher going for plant. Wall bang possible. Impact goes out. And he will stick it. Get it. Land it. Hectic with a flick. NXG pulls up 5-3. Another one in their favor. And ooh, what just a turnaround. He was looking for the sound bait by this impact and then hits the shots. And yes, Kylo, I get your DM. I know I sound like crap right now. I don't know what you want me to do about it, bro. I am dying.
Attackers need to locate and defuse.
Alright. Team Foolish breaking out the smoke, breaking out the Tachanka. They're setting up for bar games. See what they can do. Vertical hold is upstairs. They do not have it as zombie though, so that makes this a little bit more of a challenge. These attacks so far from NXG Red have been very, very precise in hitting where they needed to land. Ace charge is coming up. They're going to be pushing through for basement. Hectic, Vertsy, and Slasher all down there. Kinzal already clearing that garage side. They're moving forward to a place where a bomb site isn't even at, but Flexo will go down to Kinzal. Beauty of a first pick, too. Good night, Solus. Good night, good player. Now up to a 4v5 as NXG Reds looking to put this one away into match point. They lose that bar stock control though as the wall comes open right on them. You don't even need to play it, but as soon as that wall's open, it just makes it almost impossible to hold. We got Palpatine now, hoping to pull forward. He wants that lobby control. Everybody else going for the vertical now through our library side. They do have to battle out Roddy, though. I don't know how much you know about my man Roddy, but he plays a little bit of a ratty style every now and then. He usually walks away with a lot of good kills out of it. Lion scan inbound, not finding anybody, and there is no execution off it. However, we do see some repels starting to move forward. Gale is able to take down Palpatine. Roddy now moving himself around, trying to push over through the library stairs. At least gets to another manner of safety. But they need to start this execute. They need to start it now. There's a minute left on board. Slasher's still just chilling outside. Everybody is still just chilling outside. No attempt being made to go forward. Vertzi burning out the default plant, gonna send in the smokes. He may even just go for it. It sounds like they may be baiting the sound. There's the Tachanka fires. 45 seconds on. Obsession finds Slasher, but Kinzo finds Roddy. Vertzi now making his way over to Mudroom, trying to make the play there. Kinzo has top control of Fireplace. As he makes his way down, up comes Hectic. Gets a good pick there. Gale to find one. Hectic in behind for another double pick up for him so far. Vertzi is hit by one of these Legion traps. Obsession has control of that mudroom. The diffuser is in and able to go for a plant as needed. Gonna start going for it. Hectic in the cover spot. More worried about the vert. However, Obsession nowhere near it. Goes in, has games, gets the diffuser down. Gunfire rains around and Versity takes him down. NXG Red now up to match point. NXG Red just leaning into the throttle on their attacks. 3 in a row, looking to make it number 4. Hectic and Vertzi absolutely gunning out 13 and 4, 10 and 6 respectively. The other side of the scoreboard though, Team Foolish, everybody's grouped together more. Kills ranging from 5 up to 8. What's up, Fritos? Thank you for the follow, my guy. I see you. I appreciate it. Like I said, I think this is probably the most growth I've had in one stream. And from the numbers that have been whispered to me, I haven't looked yet. I'm not going to look. I'm not going to count. To me, I don't care how many people are watching. I could have 1, I could have 100. I'm still giving the energy. But I've been told there's a lot of y'all, and I'm very appreciative and thankful for everything y'all are here doing for me. Off the board for now, I was going to say on the board, but off the board are Glaz and Mira. As Team Foolish are now put up on the clock. NXG Red could seal the deal, take the night. One more round, and this could all be over. Gonna be a split defense, holding that vertical up over top of Kitchen. They do have the Castle of Obsession on board. I mean, we've seen him rock out with that many a times throughout my streaming career, so get him, Obsession. Make some good plays. That UMP has been one of his favorites for a while, or at least he probably hates it, but I know every time I watch him play it, he gets some good kills with it, so yeah, he probably absolutely hates that, right?
10 seconds left before insertion.
Either way, full vertical extension, laying the utility out. They do have a smoke on board as well as that Legion. That is the time to now you need.
Attackers are
And
heading
the
out
Mozzie
to
up for
defuse the bomb.
Flexo to help out with his roams. Roddy going to be locking it down with my. No grenades, oh my. Palpatine, though, looking for maybe a rush play as he sets it up with the Amaru. The rush is going to be coming. We see Vertzi going up, hitting the grenade up and over. And that's the wall gone, or window gone. Palp going to be droning out, seeing what is clear, what it isn't. And he's actually going to aggress through the basement. I thought for sure we were going to see him fly through window just because he could. But instead, no, I know the play. I've seen the play. They're going to clear out sight, draw as many people off as they can, and we're going to see a quick rush up kitchen hatch, or dining hatch, in a hopeful attempt to plant. Gale is, though, right in position to shut him down, as is Hanidi. So they need to start getting these guys out of here. Projectors, though, are rolling in here from the side of Hectic over there on the Sense. Burt is still being held. Sense gadget goes up. Palp up the hatch. Has control. Goes in. Gets one kill. Doesn't even have diffuser. He's just in for picks. And he finds Gale, but Roddy off the vertical to shut him down. And still, it is a useful pick. However, Vertzi, as he runs through, is found by Flexo. Hanidi down by Kinzo. Kinzo now into one of the many Legion mines. As he starts taking towards sight, he's got that dining room control. The vertical up above lets him down, though. And Flexo, easy kill for him. 2v3 right now. Foolish up in the lead. Slasher and Hectic looking to put this one away. DMR in hand as the Mozzie gets a good swing, but rips him a ton. No pick. Still, just a lot of damage. There is one walking down these back solar side stairs. Hectic going up for the swing. Gets Obsession with a shotgun in hand. Lands one and lands two with it as Slasher goes down as well. Team Foolish looked absolutely kingly on that round. Let's see what else they're able to pull out of here. 6-4, still match point for NXG Red, but not the end yet, right?
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
So now Foolish going to be bringing their defense upstairs. They are packing again that smoke and that Tachanka. Time to now is key for them, and you know they're going to abuse that the best they can, opening up these head holes. That way the Tachanka has some lines of sight and some reasons to fire. Flexo going over now for that library. Hopeful setup is what I want to see, but I don't think he will. I mean, a library cuts this map up very well. If you're able to hold this top mez library wall, it makes it almost next to impossible to aggress the library hallway. And you cannot take that top mez. It is one of the best positions you can realistically play for this map and do so safely. And we're going to see Flexo now start to set up to hold it. And Roddy whipping utility all through this library hall. Now, we have set a record here once before in Library Hall of over 28 pieces of utility used, but this round not looking like we're going to see that number yet. Nobody has beat it, and nobody has even attempted to since those guys over on Malevolent Esport Company did. Kinzo going for a swing in with the Ash, looking to see if he can find somebody, but Flexo's waiting right there for him, saying, nah, not today, bro. As the windows now come open for library, Roddy is chilling top library stairs, got Obsession right down below him. It is looking like they're starting to try and aggress that library side out hard. But where's the rest of the team? Well, we got Palp over here on that mez window, trying to find himself an angle, hoping that the Aruni gets over aggressive and swings a little bit too far. It may just land Palp a really easy free kill. All that being said, though, it's looking like our Aruni may just be a little bit more disciplined than what we're thinking. Hectic making his way through there, trying to clear out Obsession, who has that dining room control. Chilling close on with the SMG. Hectic is right on the other side of the wall from him. Hatch opens up above, though. And Hectic is using that as his opportunity to say, hey, you know what? I don't need to be here.
Bomb has been located.
Over onto West Main. These dudes are so close they could be kissing. Roddy takes a ton of damage up there in Piano. Good shots to land. Hectic now starting to take up and move up the stairs. Flexo left very, very low. Palp is down, though, as Flexo hits him with a pistol. 1 HP in a dream manages to pick up a good kill. Look for the long angle across. Head tapping Hectic. As Team Foolish are looking like they're back in this one. A swing from Roddy gets a pick. Slasher finding one. Slasher finding two. Running through like he's owning this site. Has control now. Coverage provided by Vertzi. Swinging in now. Slasher moves up. There is one in bathroom, though. Obsessing to find Vertzi. Slasher has to hit himself an ace if he wants to walk away with a map win right now. He's got Gale right next to him standing shotgun close. Gale is more concerned about covering his backside. Doesn't hear Slasher. Hears him now. 3K for Slasher, but Gale to shut him down. Shoots the bodies because Foolish say, hey, we're back 2 rounds in a row. Hoping to match and rival the 3 that we seen NXG pull earlier. It went back and forth one way and now back and forth the other way. If we see Foolish pull up another round, this is going to be a long night, ladies and gents.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
As the bar game's defense is being prepped, we do see a guy down there setting up for basement. That is Mr. Flexo, as well as Roddy upstairs now setting up for that top mez control. This is going to be a big, important round.
10 seconds left.
Whether we make the comeback for Team Foolish, whether we see the storyline continue on, or whether it all comes crashing down to the end here. Fate is literally in their hands for the rest of the league out, and it is all coming down to this. Those are some broken textures. I'm sorry, my ADHD just kicked in. Those textures are broken. Ubisoft fix that right now. So will we see a hard rush? Well, the possibility is there. They did not bring an ace this time, though, to help breach open that bar stock. So it's going to be a little bit more interesting to see a push happen now, especially if it's a main one. We got Slasher on the Monty making his way over there. I wouldn't hate to see it, but they got to get control of this vertical first. That is what cost them very heavily on that last time they were here. Kinzel looks like he may try and spearhead the charge here. Getting his drones in there. He's got Hectic playing up on the roof, other side of him. And Palpatine's out on rappel, covering main window. Looking for whatever angles he can find. B's hidden now onto Chonka. He is forced out of position, at least temporarily. By using these B's now, or his fire, to buy some time to keep from being swung. Roddy getting pinged out of position now for that top mez. Slasher walks into fireplace, has some control. He needs to take the vertical as he walks up. Kinzo gets swung by Roddy. But wouldn't you know it, Monty's right here. Right up in and behind Roddy. Down he goes. But Hectic down to the Tachanka. Vertzi with that good pick. 3v4, and we see Tachanka now slip himself away back down to games, into safety and cover. Basement still in control of this defense. Swing, oh, Vertzi laying some damage onto Hanidi, but not enough to land it. Pre-fire, pings out onto Obsession. Rounds land, but not enough to kill. And with the fire still in pocket from Vertzi, I would not be surprised if he doesn't try to just burn these guys out of position. And realistically, 2 fires puts Tachanka away. 1 goes out, hits, backs him up. Back towards the other wall. Just needs to land another one there, and it's a good pick. Palpatine, though, shutting down the flank from Flexo. And with only 40 seconds left in this round, they've got to start moving quick. Palpatine dropping down onto the main side. Vertzi going to be also playing for that top mez. Slasher may attempt to hot drop himself straight into bar. It's going to be a battle against Obsession and Hanidi. But the fire charge from Vertzi could change everything up quick. Sends it in again, trying to protect the planter. Spraying rounds and down goes your smoke. The Tachanka is still up, but they need to get this plant. Palpatine goes down. Vertical trying to be retaken by Gale. Gale goes down to Vertzi. And suddenly it's NXG's night as they pull up 7-5 map 3 over Team Foolish. 2-1 overall and one heck of a series to boot. But that has been some absolutely excellent gun skill displayed by both teams. So thankful for y'all for coming out and watching tonight. It has been an absolute slugfest between these teams. Very enjoyable gameplay, and I have loved every second of it. I'm not going to be able to have time to do interviews with anybody tonight. I'm ready to go to bed, but I just want to thank you all from my entire heart for coming out, supporting this stream, showing up. Huge shout out to GPL. You guys were amazing this season so far. Can't wait to catch some more of the playoff games. Hoping to grab some more of these quarterfinals and some semifinals, because I know SDS already has the grand finals on lock. Can't wait to watch that one, honestly. And big shout out to Patch. The man behind the Liquipedia page here has been making things run smoothly on that end, and it has been absolutely spectacular. It gives us some great statistics to run off of. And overall, again, without the community, none of us would be here. There would be no point to do any of this if y'all didn't come out, support the team, support the players, come play in the leagues. That's what we need. We need more people out here showing up and gunning out. But overall, I just want to say thank you, guys. This has been the year of growth so far, and tonight has just been one massive jump up for me. Till, I believe, tomorrow, I have another stream coming up. Let me see. Give me 2 seconds. It will be, yes, Valkyries versus I-Court, 7 o'clock tomorrow, so don't forget to stop in. It should be a good one. Till then, later.